Hello, welcome to Mr. Talking Universe Radio Plays Ages Unwound. I'm Ben,
Dan.
and today we're playing Scenario 5 of Olivia Juliet's fan-made campaign, Ages Unwound. Scenario is called A Year to Plan. Last time I think we finally had some time travel happening, and there were some dinosaurs. Although I tragically did not get to punch the T-Rex, which was pretty sad for me. I don't know.
I mean, when you say finally we had time travel happening, I mean technically we're time traveling right now. Like we're traveling through time at a linear speed, just sitting here.
Is
Think
are
about
we
it.
traveling through time, or is time traveling around us?
I
Yeah.
mean, at least we're asking the right questions. Like, I mean, this is real shit.
Yeah. All right. I guess real quick. Look at our decks. We only got 4 experience. What did I get? Second stand together and an ace of swords. It looks like so extra punching power, extra money card draw power. Um. Yeah, what did you get, Dan?
I got 2 upgraded perceptions, and I to try to kind of fill the card draw hole in my deck now that I no longer am Team Jeremy. And
Hmm.
I also used adaptable to swap in some stuff. I have 1 copy of Practice Makes Perfect. It doesn't. I don't think you can really play 2 without some more targets, but
Hmm.
hopefully I'll be able to get a hit off of that one.
Alrighty. Yeah. Why don't we read the scenario stuff and get started? Scenario 5, a year to plan. It takes a little time to get used to being in the past. There's a second you here, and you've seen them, though you've made sure they didn't see you. That means you don't have a home or family unless you want to meddle in your own past. Once you get yourself set up, though, you're able to do some research. A few days at the Mistock University Library dig out some interesting leads you intend to follow up on. The Myriad are operating in this time, it seems, so why not interfere with their plans? Um, so we got a real big map that seems reminiscent of Eldertor, I believe. I think you were saying that when we talked to Olivia Juliet, they mentioned that there was a scenario like this. So I guess that is what we're looking at.
Yeah, this is the first of these that we're playing after our interview with Olivia. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll have some new kind of insights.
Mhm. All right, let's take a look at the agenda. All right, agenda 1, autumn. 1 year. 1 year before the Myriad carry out the ritual to unify all time. You can't stop them preemptively. If the ritual does not happen, you can't fall through that portal into the past. So you can't stop the ritual from happening. Just thinking about it gives you a headache. All right, each copy of the Myriad Gentleman loses Hunter and gains Aloof and Spawn at any empty location. Does it lose them? Okay. And then Act 1A, the long game. The investigators can spend 2 clues as a group, put the top card of the task deck into play next to the act deck, resolving its revelation effect. Objective, complete as many task treacheries as possible. If each undefeated investigator has resigned, advance. So we got a deck of 6 tasks over here, as well as this task that we start with called Helping Yourself. You understand now all the strange things that happened, the unexplained assistance you received. That was all you. This you, helping set things up for past you. You should probably get started on that. So we have 2 tokens on here. I don't know how, the task is to remove all the resources from helping yourself. So we don't know how to do that yet. But we have 2 on there because we got 2 strange assistants from whatever story events happened because we helped ourselves in the past or whatever. So, yeah, why don't we do opening hands? All right, well, I got my brother here.
Ooh, you got 2 copies of this excellent card.
Gloria's, I mean, it's good, but I don't need a needly because there's nothing to fight immediately. Yeah, I
Hmm.
think I mulligan everything except my brother in case I don't get my gloves.
I feel like that's happened like every scenario we've played. Like you never have the gloves, but you usually get Randall.
I mean, it's kind of what he's there for. Is basically to give me the gloves
Oh
if I
yeah,
don't draw
yeah,
them.
totally.
Ooh, but I did
All
draw
right,
them. So
all right.
what?
Bye bye, Randall.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be playing him then. So what would have
Yeah,
happened if I had mulliganed him overpower? All right. So that is my opening hand. No
this is
stand togethers though.
this is looking pretty solid, I would say. I mean, I would like cigarette case. I would like some kind of money, like Lone Wolf would be great. I think. I definitely mull Intel Report. I think I mull Streetwise. I probably don't keep all three of these because they're expensive. I think I keep Lola. I think I keep Lockpicks. And I think that means I have to mull Pathfinder. Is
Well,
that crazy?
excuse me. This map is pretty big, so I feel like you might get a lot of use out of Pathfinder. Though I don't know how we actually move between the continents here.
I mean, yeah. I'm wondering if it's like a search for kit. Well, no. I mean, I think you're right. I think like Pathfinder is great, and I'll probably be sad not to have it. But it seems I only have one copy of Lockpicks, and Lola boosts both my stats. Should I keep all three?
I think
Because
maybe
if I
keep
don't
all
mull
three.
into
I mean, you have $7 anyway, right?
yeah, but if I don't mull into like Faustian Bargain or you get a Stand Together or something, like I don't want to click for money to play these.
Yeah, I don't know. Up to you.
I'll keep all three, but I feel like I'm going against like what I would recommend other people to do, which is like if you draw this many expensive assets, take some expensive assets out of your deck, and definitely don't keep them all in your mulligan. But
it's right, Dan. Everybody's a hypocrite. It's fine.
well, no one's watching this anyway, so it's fine. Well, maybe I can crack the case into some money. So
there you go. Alright, I guess let's get started then. So we're in Arkham, Massachusetts.
Arkham.
In many ways, the city hasn't changed from when you last were here. 1924 wasn't so different to the present day, after all. Still, with everything that's happened, everything you've seen and done, you don't think you'll ever look at the place the same way again. Alright. We got 2 clues here. We can spend 4 clues as a group to remove 1 resource from helping yourself. Double action to move to London or Paris. Oof. Resign. You return to Arkham ready for what is to come. Okay. Alright. So, and then we can spend clues to draw tasks from the task deck. So that's basically what clues are for. It looks like probably advancing these tasks.
Okay.
I don't have
as many task treacheries as possible.
Yeah, I don't have Stand Together, and I don't see a reason to actually play my brother. So I feel like I'll play Boxing Gloves and maybe draw a card or two, unless you want me to explore for you.
No, I mean that sounds good. I mean, can you like I don't know, draw so you have time to play Stand Together if you find it in the unlikely event.
I can draw first. Okay, great.
Oh,
that's great. All right,
look at Ben over here.
All right, I'm still gonna play Rocking Gloves before I play Stand Together.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
Actually, if I draw my enemy, is that terrible? I won't be able to do anything about it anyway. All right, so I'll play Stand Together.
Taunted invaded or something if I have to.
So yeah, 2 cards and 2 resources for everybody.
Oh, second crack the case. I like this.
Definitely.
Oh man, yeah. There's your guy.
Definitely drew.
If you really hate it, I could taunt and evade it.
And they do 2 damage, but like I'll play my brother eventually to heal it anyway. It's just he basically takes 3 actions to kill because he does damage. But because he is here, that means you could use your Trish ability somehow, right?
Yeah, there you go. That's great.
You could just get a clue and evade him if you don't want to.
That rules actually. Well, yeah, I could. I can just play lockpicks, get a clue, and evade it, and then next turn if I go first, I could get 2 clues with lockpicks. So that's actually perfect.
Yeah. Well, there's only 2 clues here, so.
Oh, I thought there were 3. No, you're right. There's only yeah. Well, hey, but that means I would really like to. I'd really like to get both of those and crack the case. No, that's fine. Let's yeah, I mean, let's I'll get 1 clue and evade it, and we can finish it off next turn.
All right.
So what I'll do is I'll play Lola, and I'll play lockpicks, and last click I'll use lockpicks, and I've got like a 8 versus a 3 or something. No, 10 versus 3, and I succeed by a lot. So I get 1 of these clues. And I automatically evade your guy.
Nice. He's here. Alright. Alright, so that was both our turns. So enemy phase only happens. Bind your upkeep button and upkeep. That's not terrible. Alright. And then they'll wake up and I think they engage me, right? Yeah. Right. So Doom happens. And then I get an encounter card. I don't know if I shuffled the encounter deck yet. Right. Oh boy. This is what my brother's for. It's a
Ooh.
Silk Horror. Alright, it's a test book. Each one you fail by. Stuff happens. Oh, my book's a 2. I guess I could commit my brother. It'd be at a 4. It's basically, it's almost the same thing, right?
I could give you like an intel report if you really need it.
Uh,
That could be. I mean, the thing is, intel report it doesn't go across continents in this case. I'm pretty sure because they're not connected, so it's like less good than it would otherwise be.
Yeah, I can commit my brother. I mean, or I could just play him later, and he can be 3 soak and 2. And he'll heal my damage if I take any. But I want to play beat cops when I draw them. So, yeah, I'll just go with that. That's fine. So I'm at a 4 versus 3. Oof. All right. I'll still take 2 horror. I think. I guess none of these cards are actually that good. I could just discard them. No, Vicious Blizzard. Yeah, play 2 horror. It's fine. It'll be fine. All right. Oh no.
Every fucking time. This is in like every. It's
in a lot of the
scenario
scenarios.
too. And this is my one copy of Lockpicks as well.
Oh man.
I really could not be more upset about this than I currently am.
Do you have a let me handle this? I can put up a boxing gloves. I have another
If
copy of
I
boxing gloves.
believe me, if I had one, I would already have played it. God, this is awful. I hate this card so much. Like, I mean, it's not even that terrible a card. It's like it's very uniquely annoying for my deck because I only have a couple of items and I like them a lot. All right, well, I can't really do anything about it, so
yeah. All right. I guess I'm just gonna fight my guy this turn. But do you want to use him for something first?
Yeah, well, I guess actually I don't really care because there's only 1 clue to get. So unless you want me to evade him before you start punching him.
I mean, I guess you might as well evade him. So in case I miss or something, then he doesn't hit me.
All right. Then I will go first. I think this time, because it's so early in the game, I think I'm just gonna chance the accelerated decay for a while, and just take 2 damage eventually.
There's only so it's like a 1 in 6 chance. There's 3 skulls in this. Oof.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, that's really cool. Is that based on stuff that we did, or are there always that many skulls?
I think there just always is that many skulls.
Terrible card. All right, so I will.
If only you were playing Jim.
Yeah,
that wouldn't really help.
if only I had a you handle this one. I mean, not that it would be great for it to go on your boxing gloves either, but you at least do have another copy of it.
I have another copy at hand, so
yeah,
it's like fine right now.
Actually, or the only question is, do I instead want to just investigate just with a perception and try to draw cards off of it? I think that might even be better because I would be at a 8 versus a 3, and I want to pass by 2. So everything except -4 is good. Do we have a cultist in the bag?
I think we have 1. Look. Oh nope, no, we don't have any.
Nice.
We have tablets.
Yeah, let's do that. So let's not use lockpicks.
I mean, lockpicks just lets you add your agility. It's not an agility test, so you can still use them if you wanted, unless you're investigating someone else's turn.
That's what I was thinking. Is I can move somewhere. I can move to hey, San Francisco. I can redo the flight that I just took like 3 days ago. Except it will probably be like a fucking wagon train or something because it's the 1920s.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably a train. So
which is actually much cooler, but it also would take a lot longer. So all right. Anyway, I'm investigating with this. So I got an 8 versus a 3.
Wow.
It is an investigation. I could investigate somewhere else, but there's no other real locations. So I get a clue. I evade your guy. I double crack the case. Do you need any money?
Not right now. I don't have really much I need to play. I mean, I'll probably eventually, but you can take it. You go streetwise.
All right. Then I'll keep it all. And I draw 2 cards. And cigarette case. Nice to see you. I think what I will do then is with click 2, I will play Pathfinder and use it to instantly teleport to San Francisco, an ability that I wish I had in real life.
Wow. Extra money during the upkeep phase.
Oh. Again, this is not how San Francisco works in real life, actually. All right, and then I guess I wish I could play the cigarette case and use lockpicks, but I can't. So I will just I think what I do is I play cigarette case, and then if I draw an enemy, then I can make good use of the cigarette case next turn.
Yeah, makes sense. So it looks like it's a big pain to go between the continents.
Oh,
Like,
actually,
it's a big...
no. I shouldn't do that. I should instead use lockpicks last click. So I have a very high against 2.
Wow.
Well, there goes lockpicks. Well, I got 1 use out of it, I think, unless it disappears. It disappears while I was doing this. So figure out what that means, Rules Master Round.
I mean, you still get to complete the investigate
Great,
with all
love it.
bonuses. So you got 2 uses out of it.
I hate this card. All right, that's the end of my turn.
All right. Cool. All right, so I'm just gonna punch my guys. I'm at a. Oh, it's only a 2 to punch them. Okay. Well, I'll do a clean them out to get 2 money. And it's a skull. Half the number of tasks completed. So that's 0. Okay. All right. I punch them once, and then I'll just try to punch them. Success. Success. All right. Great. They found me even in the past. Wait a second. Did these guys time travel with us through the portal, or are they a year ahead of trying to beat me up? And
Woo, that's part of the mystery.
so like by defeating these guys now, have I accidentally messed up the timeline for my future self because they were supposed to come hunt me down in like a year? Oh no.
Suppose. Maybe.
Paradox. Alright. Oh, I forgot to get that fancy drawing thing. Where'd that go? What's this thing? Yeah, I killed someone, so I get to trigger my boxing gloves. And search for a spirit event. Oh, Stand Together is a spirit event. Do I need to play Stand Together again? Oh, you left.
I can be back next turn.
Yeah, let's grab Stand Together. It seems good. Alright. Cool. Alright, that was my turn. So then enemy phase, something happens. Upkeep. And
Extra
then...
money.
Oh, yeah. And then... Oh. Yeah, backup cigarette case for when you draw that accelerated decay again.
Yeah. Great. Sadly, no extra luck picks, but you know.
Yeah. Alright, so Doom happens. Oops. And then I get an encounter card. Dan. Smilodon. That counts as a dinosaur, right? Or it's at least a prehistoric creature.
It sounds a little bit. It sounds a bit dinosauric, you know.
Yeah, I mean this bodes well. This bodes well for the potential dinosaurs in this scenario. I was hoping there'd be a little bit of a time things happening. 600 pounds, foot long fangs, extinct for 10,000 years. All right, so this spawns at a connecting location, empty if possible. So I guess that has to spawn in Mexico, right? Because this I'm not actually connected to Paris or anything, right? Yeah. So, all right. Counter card for you.
False lead. All right, so I have 5 against 4. I don't really want to drop a whole bunch of clues here, but the shroud is pretty low, and I also don't really want to commit anything.
If you wanted to, you could spend 2 of those clues right now to draw a task card, and then you'd only risk dropping 1. But
Ooh, love it, love it.
I don't know what a task card will do, but
no, love it.
All right, put the top task card to play. I'm gonna put them like down here. All right. Higher powers. An organization like the FBI is unlikely to leave stories of time travel, monsters, or forgotten gods. The Myriad has its fingers in a lot of pies, though. If enough of these connections were shown to the Bureau, perhaps they could be convinced. Attach exposition to San Francisco. That's kind of funny. All right, so
again, period accurate, I think. Sort
of. Place 1 resource on each of Mexico City, Istanbul, and Shanghai. Expose the operations of the Myriad. Again, doesn't
this
tell us what
doesn't
that does.
This doesn't get attached to San Francisco. Exposition gets attached.
Oh yeah, that must be set aside somewhere. Don't know which one of these decks it's in though. Search. Here we go. Exposition. Okay. All right. So this goes up here. Expeditions in San Francisco, and it says if there's when you successfully investigate Mexico City, Istanbul, or Shanghai, instead of discovering clues, move one resource from that location to this card. Okay. So, and this is supposed to be Mexico City, Istanbul, and Shanghai. Okay, so we're definitely gonna be running on this map a lot. I was thinking like, oh, we should try to do everything we can in the Americas before we leave because it's such a cost to leave. But that might not work out too well. All right, it looks like you failed the test, or at least you failed it by one, at least one. Due to the fact your clue is respawned here.
Yeah, I failed by 2. So.
Okay. All right. Cool. Oh, I like the art on this card. Somebody with there's a shadow of a guy with a sword creeping up on these people. Nice. All right.
Pretty cool.
All right. So that was encounter phase. So it's our turn. So I feel like I should probably go kill that Smilodon, but I assume you want to utilize it for Trish powers somehow.
I mean, only if it goes somewhere else, which is it's usually like too annoying to move it around.
Well,
so
I mean, there's probably clues here. We haven't flipped it over yet.
Yeah, I guess that means leaving San Francisco without. But that's sort of fine. I think the bigger problem is, well, yeah. So I guess like if there's a low number of. See, the thing is like if I mean if you think about the way Trish works, the best scenario is like there's an aloof enemy or an enemy on you because then I can just pick up free clues. If there's an enemy on me, which is what would happen if I move down there, then I kind of have to use the Trish ability to just evade it, which is nice, but it's not really any better than you just going there and killing it. So
Okay.
I'm happy to if you wanted evaded, yeah, I can go down there, get a clue with Lola and evade it, but I'm also fine if you just want to kill it.
Well, let me see. Can I kill it in one attack if I want to? Oh, I can get over here and move it to me if that's that's somehow better.
Not really.
Not really. I think I want to, because I could like evidence and get some clues or something. Actually, if I could kill it and there's 2 clues there, I could get 2 clues.
That's pretty solid.
So if I move and then fight it twice, maybe vicious blow it twice, that would be good. All right, but I won't be able to stand together. All right, let's do that. Let's see what's going on in Shanghai first. Having avoided the worst of the violence of the Mexican Revolution, Mexico City is in the midst of a population boom, sprawling even further westward. Reduce the cost of item assets you play here by 1. You can discard an item asset you control to gain 2 clues in the token pool. There's also 4 clues here. Alright, so Smilodon engages me. Alright, I'm excited to punch this cat. It's difficulty 4. I'm at a 7. So I'll vicious blow. So I'm at an 8. Great. I do 2 damage. And then I will vicious blow again. Skull is a 0. Great. Alright, I kill the Smilodon. This is not a victory enemy. This is kind of a scary enemy. 4/4/5. And Retaliate and Hunter. Man. Luckily the encounter deck is like 40 cards in it or something, so maybe we won't maybe we won't see it too often. Alright,
Maybe.
so I will play this to discover 2 clues. Which I'll hopefully, if I draw the card that makes you drop clues, I'll probably do the same thing as you to draw a task. And then I will also do my Boxing Gloves ability to draw some spirit card. I guess I will take 1/2 punch, I guess. Yeah. Alright. Alright, that was my turn.
I think I actually am going to come down to where you are because I have Pathfinder, and this way I can save a buck on installing cigarette case.
Okay.
So I think what I'll do is
Yeah, we
instead
also
of discovering clues, move a resource to this card. If there are 3 resources. Okay, so this is just like an extra clue you have to get at each of these spots, right? Oh no, it's at Shanghai, Mexico City, and Istanbul.
Yes, the spots I put
Okay.
a resource token on.
Got it. So Pathfinder down here. Play cigarette case for 1 with my first click. And then wish I had my lockpicks. Because I'm at like a 5-on-3. I think I might commit intel report if that's not crazy.
I mean, do we even have any other things? Let's look.
Well, I also want to pass by 2 is the thing.
Oh. Well, I mean, yeah, if
no,
you're trying to pass by 2, then I guess commit, but if you're just trying to pass, then...
Yeah, no, it's fine. I think I just investigate twice and see what happens. Because we don't have elder things, right?
There's one elder thing.
Okay.
So... Oh,
Hooray, I passed by 2.
Nice.
Oh, another
Wow.
Pathfinder for Dan. I guess actually I should probably do this first.
Yeah, because you have ways to get 2 clues. It goes on here, our next position. Yeah. Cool. All right.
And then I still have an action left, so I will investigate again without committing anything. And
0 right
I
now.
succeed. All right. That's oh, I could Lola the last clue. Is that worth it?
I don't see a reason to do it this turn. Like,
Yeah, might as just do it. See if something spawns. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
in the spawns you could evade it and grab the clue or something,
Right.
or go up there
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
And yeah, it looks like we have to spend 8 clues at this location, or 4 clues twice at some point to do one of the tasks. But we got time, I guess. All right, so that was both our turns, right? So then upkeep. Oh, there's a B cop. All right. Is there a location to play allies cheaper? Are these a reference?
I did. I guess I did give up $1 by not being in San Francisco. So I guess I.
Oh
I guess
no!
actually didn't really matter. That was fine.
Oh. All right. Doom happens. And encounter card for me. Oh, gross. I'll take 2 damage. I think we need lots of clues. So, hey, your encounter card.
Sorry, computer's without Homer identity. Oh, that's an interesting art there. All right. So test agility 3. If you fail, lose 1 resource for each point you fail by and take 1 damage. Well, I hope I don't fail that. I'm gonna commit this Mandex. Maybe I shouldn't because if I draw my weakness, but I could slip away my weakness. So I will commit this Mandex and I will go 7 versus 3. And we pass by 2. So nothing bad happens, and I draw a card off cigarette case and another one off of Mandex.
Nice. All right. So I have a question. Do you think it's worth? I could discard my gloves to get 2 clues, and then just play my new gloves if I cost 1.
I was thinking about that. Unless
the risk,
we need.
I mean, yeah, the risk is
because you're gonna get that stupid card that makes your gloves go away.
Yeah, that's the risk. I mean,
Right.
It seems like we need. Yeah, I'm trying to like do as much of the stuff that we can do at this place before we leave. I don't know if we can somehow get this done before we leave or not.
I mean, I could do the same thing with cigarette case.
Yeah, it's just that one card that really bad card.
Well, I mean, the thing is, if I lose cigarette case, it sucks, but it's less bad than me losing lockpicks, which already happened, and less bad than you losing boxing gloves.
So there's only 2 copies of Accelerated Decay. We've drawn one of them already, and there's still like a lot of cards in the encounter deck.
Well, I mean, but also I could just do it. I guess it's slightly better for you to do it though, because I could also get clues normally, and you probably can't.
Well, we both can do it. It's not a group limit. Like we could both do it if we wanted.
Oh, interesting. We also might not like. There might be enough victory locations that we don't really need free clues off of this thing that much.
Yeah, it's hard to know without exploring the map. Maybe we could leave it. I could always do it later, I guess.
Yeah, I kind of think I'm willing. I don't know if you want to do it. I think that's fine, but I don't think I would gamble much on us absolutely needing these 2 clues.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out like how to because I have these 2 clues. I can spend them to spawn a task, or I could, if I got 2 more clues, I could do this. I'm just worried about holding on to clues, I guess, because I feel Let's draw that card and drop them
no,
all.
that
So,
no, you totally should.
so
I think you spending them to get a task is probably fine because there might be some tasks that also need us to be in the Americas. So
yeah, like getting all the tasks out just so we know where we have to go is also good because then we can like figure out which ones we want to do. Although some of the tasks might like spawn enemies or something. I don't know. There's definitely a very large pile of like mission cards. So, um,
yeah, I mean I think I think you doing a task or helping yourself is are both good.
well, I need 2 more clues to help myself.
Oh,
That's why I was debating
well
doing this to get 2 more.
I could end my turn there if you want.
Um, okay. Well, why don't I play B Cop and stand together, and then I'll move here, and you can decide if you want to move there and do the
Okay, yeah,
that
that
or
seems
not.
fine.
So I'm gonna play B Cop and play stand together. Good stand together, and
Love it.
then
Love that
I'll
for us. Oh, God damn,
then
it's the second perception.
is that bad?
I was hoping it would stay in my deck until I drew
Oh
practice makes
yeah.
perfect, but
Are those your only targets? You don't have deductions?
no, I have deductions.
Yeah, well, those are okay, I guess.
Yeah,
But not as good as the perceptions. All right, so that was my turn.
right,
I played cop, stand together, and moved back to Arkham. So
right.
if you come here with 1 more clue, we can help ourselves.
Yeah.
Um,
So I think what I might do is, can I get a clue here, go to San Francisco and get both of those clues and end up in Arkham? I think probably not, but I think if oddly enough, if I had drawn a deduction instead, I think I could.
um, well, you have Hunch and Lola. If you wanted to spend a bunch of money.
Yeah, sort of don't love doing that, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I guess I don't think we're in quite so much of a hurry.
Yeah, I have no idea what
I
our timeline is here. I'm
I
assuming there's like 4 seasons and each one has 5 dooms, so I'm assuming we have like 17 turns at least.
I
So
really hope this isn't one of those incredibly long Kid-Ass style scenarios, and I end up not having a time for a bike ride. I'll be very mad about that. But that means we should go quickly. So what I'll do is I think I'll Lola here because I have a bunch of money and it's not that high shroud, but it's sort of annoyingly high enough that I might fail it. Then
yeah,
I'll Pathfinder up here.
I get you could do the cigarette case thing here to get the 2 extra clues. I don't know. I don't know if that helps us.
Yeah, let's wait on that. I kind of feel like we might not need it. So what I can do now is I can investigate twice and then play Pathfinder and move to Arkham.
Okay.
So I think I can. I think I'll do that. So let's investigate once with a 5 versus a 2, and
Yep.
we succeed.
Good.
And then we investigate again, and we succeed again, and then we play our second Pathfinder, and we use it to move to Arkham.
Okay. So unfortunately, it's an action to do the thing. We also need 2 more clues to be able to actually completely complete it. So, but all right. So upkeep.
Well, that's also assuming there's not other places. Couldn't there be other places that have that same action, or does it only make sense for it to be here because this is where we've been up until now in the campaign?
Yeah, this is where the first 3 scenarios were. So us helping ourselves would be in our.
Well, that's okay. That just means we come back here once.
I mean, we have to come back here at some point anyway to do like this thing. So I assume so maybe we just spend all of our clues to spawn all the tasks so that we can maybe attempt to map out.
You know what would be a really great card to have in this scenario? The pendant.
Because it's extremely good. Borderline broken.
Everywhere.
Yeah. All right. What did I try? I did upkeep already. So then Doom happens. We're almost done with Autumn. So
I think I'm gonna actually ditch my other cigarette case because I don't think we're gonna need those 2 clues.
Okay.
I can always just get rid of my cigarette case and not play another one.
Yeah. All right. Encounter card for me. Wizard of the Order. Gross. Well, I guess is there somewhere?
I mean,
he doesn't really matter.
if you want to really be cool, we could put him in like Paris and just be like, well, we'll go there because it's not going to matter for another turn or two.
Right. So we do have a turn. I mean, we don't really know where we're going yet until we spawn more tasks, I guess. I mean, we know we have to go to Istanbul and Shanghai, but I suspect we're gonna have to go like basically everywhere. So
That's the thing. Like I suspect that you could put him. I mean, you could put him in like Paris and just be like, that's on the way to Istanbul, right?
should I put him in Paris or London? I guess Paris is more central.
Or we could head west first. You could put him in San Francisco and be like, we'll do that, then go to Shanghai.
Uh, yeah, I have no idea. I'll put him in Paris. We'll go to Paris first.
Okay, seems fine.
Yeah. And counter card for you,
Team
Chris.
Shadow. This shit. Christ. Well, it's really cool that this is in the same deck as the whatever. I think I have to spend a clue because I'm already kind of low here, I think.
All right.
And it's a peril, so.
All right.
Yep.
So do we want to do this?
Yes.
That
I think
once,
we do.
but then we don't have enough clues to spawn a task, so we'll just have to start moving towards Istanbul, I guess.
It's fine.
All right. All right. Am I doing this action or are you doing it?
Well, so I guess what I see, I guess we both have to spend. It's too bad you can't like double action move any number of investigators on this space to London or Paris. I mean, I would love it if I would definitely love to do Trish stuff on Paris. So like if you were to do this and then move over there and have the guy on you, and then I could go over and I could maybe get 2 clues in Paris and maybe or evade him, like that would be cool.
Yeah, I mean he'll hit me, but that's just 1 damage. Okay.
Or you can Trish evade it, right?
Yeah. All right, that sounds good. All right, so why don't I? So I'll spend 4 clues. So I'll spend my 2 clues and 2 of your clues.
Yep, already done.
And then I'll move to Paris. The City of Lights is beautiful, but don't be fooled. The Myriad have a great deal of sway with the local authorities here. Best keep a low profile. All right. So we can move back to Arkham from here. Ooh, after you defeat an enemy in Paris, lose 1 action. Boo. All right. So this guy engages me. That's my turn. And I could ping him, so I could just ping him next turn, but I don't know if that's needed. All right. What are you doing?
I'm going to spend 2 actions to sail over the Atlantic Ocean. And I mean, I could, yeah, I guess I should at least like Lola a clue here. Or, well, do you want this guy evaded?
He only does 1 damage, so it's not the end of the world if he hits me, but you know, I wouldn't say no to it being evaded.
Yeah. I think what I'll do is let me hunch here actually. So I'm gonna pick up 1 clue, and do you want me to get the other clue, or do you want me to evade the guy? Because I'm fine doing either one.
Let's evade him.
Okay. Then I'm going to Pathfinder to. I figure I should just explore a little bit, right?
Sure.
So I'll Pathfinder to Rome. Okay, that's kind of interesting. This is a good place to Trish, actually. So I think what I'll do is I will Trish this.
Wait, what do you mean Trish it?
Or sorry, Lola, rather.
Yeah.
And then I will Pathfinder to Istanbul. 4 enemies at your new look. Okay, that's kind of interesting. You can just kind of run through it, I guess. Why are our cards? Why are the location cards like above the clues in our guys? Okay. And then I have an action left, so I will play Lone Wolf.
So like this is like when an enemy's about to spawn, you can spend 2 money to move,
right,
before it engages you, basically.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
Can you fix all the other locations? It's going to be very annoying otherwise.
Which ones are messed up for you? They all look fine to me.
They're all fine now. I think it was just like Rome and Istanbul.
Yeah, I just thought I lock them in place once they flip over, so that it's easier to pick the clues. But maybe there's a decent issue or something. All right. So those are both our turns. So Upkeep. Oh, I got
Oh
safeguard.
no, the shadow agents are here.
I'm very excited for safeguard to start happening. Although it won't help us for being on boats,
Yeah, I bet you
unfortunately.
are.
But all right, this guy's gonna re-engage me, and then Doom's gonna happen.
Oh, should we? I mean, I have clues. I could spawn a task at any time.
Oh, before it advances.
I think the only thing that's scary is like I bet some of these tasks are like a horde of zombies appears or whatever. You know.
Yeah, I kind of assume there will be something like that. Well, I don't know. I don't know if the horde is like the tasks. The two tasks we have are like helping for our planning in the future. So I don't know if it'll be zombies, but it might be like
I mean, it's gonna be something because
go.
I'm just thinking if this is like Eldritch. Sometimes the like the task or the rumor or mystery that comes out is like kill something. You know.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Um, no, I think hold off on spawning. I think it's fine.
All right.
All right. So the agenda is going to dance. All across the world, the Myriad are moving, readying everything for the arrival of their master. In Egypt, an ancient creature is roused. In France, a strange portal is torn open. And everywhere, the gentleman watches. He knows you're here now. Put the set aside Keeper of Knowledge and Strange Portal Treacheries into play next to the Act deck, resolving the revelation effects. Alright. Gonna guess that is in this stack of cards. Nope. The stack of cards. Oh god, there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff happening. Keeper of Knowledge and Strange Portal. Okay. All right. Keeper of Knowledge. A Sphinx has been sighted in Egypt. Enough times for you to take the rumors seriously. You don't doubt that the Myriad have something to do with its appearance. You should endeavor to get to it before they do. Spawn the ancient Sphinx in Cairo. Oh, this is also a task. Oh, interesting. Oh man. There's going to be a lot of tasks in this, I think. Ancient Sphinx in Cairo, which is over here. All right. Where am I supposed to put these? I'm just going to put this. There's going to be a lot of tasks happening. Strange Portal. The rift has attracted surprisingly little attention, and the French police, fearing the danger it may pose, have been keeping people away from it. The Myriad, predictably, are sniffing around, trying to get to it first. Put the set aside another realm into play. Interesting. Over here, I guess. Task: explore the strange portal. How do we get to it? Interesting. Okay. All right. Let's see. The days grow colder and the nights draw in. Sometimes, other times, you find yourself in the southern hemisphere and the days are long and hot. The war you're waging takes you all to all kinds of places. You just wish you had a little more time to take in the sights, and also that you weren't locked in a battle with a strange cult trying to unmake time itself. Yeah, I hate it when that happens. All right, so I don't. So we're supposed to somehow get into another realm, but I don't see a way to actually get in there right now. Maybe there's a location that lets you move to some other location. I don't know. Oh no, sorry. The Paris is attached to it. It's a square. Okay, but it looks like it's a one-way trip situation. So, did I break something? No. All right. Okay. So it's a triple action to explore it. Interesting. All right. Oh, I forgot to actually move the thing off of this first task when we did the help yourself task. All right. Okay. So then encounter card for me. Oh no. another Smilodon. But I can put it at a connecting location. Is there somewhere you want this Smilodon? If not, I'll just throw it in. I'll put it in London.
Honestly, putting it on Istanbul isn't really that bad because I can breaking and entering it.
Well, I have to put it at an empty location if possible. So it would have to
Okay.
be Rome or London or another realm.
In that case, I don't really care. Maybe Rome.
All right. And it is a hunter, so I'll have to go deal with it, I guess. Oh, I have dynamite actually. Does that help kill it? No, it'll be one short. Oh, can we put it on the Sphinx somehow? The Sphinx has 8 health. Are we not supposed
Anyway,
to fight the Sphinx?
I'm up, right?
Yeah.
Damn, that's some art.
It's...
Oh, this sucks.
Oh, this is the one that lets you steal my cards.
I don't want to steal your cards. I want my cards, which I'm definitely about to lose the best 2 of.
Oh no.
That's sort of fine, actually.
And then search the top 3 cards in my deck. So you can draw 3 cards from my deck, I guess, and then pick one to keep. I don't know if you want any of those.
I don't think I do. Did any of these commit for anything useful? I mean, I guess I'll probably take Monster Slayer and commit it unless you, or I can just take nothing, right? Do I have to take one of these?
No, you do have to take one.
All right, I'm gonna take Monster Slayer unless you really care.
It's a 3 damage card, but that's fine. Whatever. It's from the timeline or whatever when you became a killer of monsters instead of a spy or whatever.
Did you ever see Everything Everywhere All at Once yet?
I did. So pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, what I'm kind of thinking is my first action, I'm gonna hopefully evade these shadow goons, and then after that, I might like head down to Rome and breaking and entering, and like get 2 clues and evade the Smilodon, unless you don't care that it's evaded.
Well, if you evade it, I don't need to kill it this turn. Because it does 2 damage in 1 horror when it moves via hunter, which is
I think what I definitely want to try to maximize the amount of lone wolf happening over the next few turns. So,
do you have lone wolf?
I do.
Oh, you do. Oh man, but I have safeguard.
Well, whose fault is that? So I guess so. What I'm thinking is evade my dudes, Pathfinder to Rome, and breaking and entering the Smilodon, and then like move somewhere else and do something else.
Okay.
All right. So let's evade the Smilodon after getting lone wolf money.
And you have these guys on you still.
That's sorry, evade the shadow agents rather. So we got 9 versus 5, and we succeed by a lot.
Is that helpful somehow? To investigate a different location, because you could just get the 2 clues here without.
Well, what I'm gonna do now is Pathfinder down here.
Oh, this is only if you're investigating. Yeah. Oops.
And breaking and entering. So I'm investigating for a lot here.
You trying to get all 3 clues or just 2 of them?
Yeah, what I'm thinking I do is I commit the deduction here. So I have a very high rating or whatever. And
Great.
Okay, so I get 3 clues and I evade the using Trish's ability. So I can spawn a bunch of tasks anytime we need them.
Yeah, I mean it's just I think it's just gonna put more stuff on the board, which could be enemies, as you said. But our goal is to complete all the tasks as possible, as many tasks as possible. It seems like there might be like 20 or something.
Correct.
So, like maybe we can't do all of them. I don't know though.
Yeah.
I was originally think there was just like 6, but it seems like there's more. Yeah, I mean we can start spawning tasks if you think that's helpful. How would you draw?
Yeah, I mean I think we might as well do it, right?
Although it looks like you have to parlay with the Sphinx twice to complete this task. Which costs clues.
I could probably do that, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a task for doing this under the realm. There's a task for the Sphinx. There's a task for just like exploring the map basically and doing these things. And there's this task right now. So, okay.
Well, anyway, I'm done.
Alright, so I don't need to deal with this Megalodon this turn, so I will not. Like, it's anytime I can basically dynamite it for 4 damage. um, Alright, I think so I have to deal with this wizard, I guess, so I don't actually have a good card for doing exactly 2 damage to him. So I guess I'll ping him for 1 and then punch him with a 7. Okay. Alright, so he gets defeated, but I think I lose an action. Yeah, so I only have 1 action left. Lesson learned is bad. Why did I get lesson learned? I guess I just wanted to try it. Let's grab counter punch this. Alright. Yeah, I guess I'll play Safeguard and annoyingly follow you around next turn. Unless you desperately want me to move so you can get Lone Wolf money.
I mean, I would love to get Lone Wolf money, but we could just have you move first or something.
Well, then I wouldn't play Safeguard.
Yeah, just don't do that.
The goal is so I can follow you around and be able to punch stuff. I have to spend a bunch of actions.
What else are you gonna spend your actions on? You're a fighter guy.
Mapshul Big Dan. I mean, I can just move to be ready to kill this Megalodon next turn, I guess.
The thing is, like, you don't have to be, because I'm so good at evading. You don't have to be on top of me all the time. Like, I can just evade a dude and leave it sitting there, and then you come and kill it later.
Alright, fine. I'll keep Safeguard, and I'll just move to fight this Megalodon next turn, I guess. Alright, upkeep. And
did you spawn the Sphinx? How did the Sphinx come out?
It spawned with the agenda advancing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought that was a task.
Now I have to discard a card though because I didn't play Safeguard. I guess if you really don't want me to play Safeguard ever, then I'll just discard it. But
I mean, you can play it if you want. I just I really need the Lone Wolf money very badly.
And there might be times where you like move through my location with Pathfinder and I could follow you or something.
And play Safeguard if you want.
Right.
If you think it's worth it.
Okay. I guess I will get rid of extra boxing gloves. I don't know. No,
I think it might be kind of insane to keep. Well, I mean, if you just think you're never going to draw that card that kills your boxing gloves, then sure.
So I'll just go to Safeguard then, whatever. Alright, Doom happens.
Isn't the Smilodon on you?
Yeah, should be.
Yep.
Alright, counter card for me. Alright, I'm gonna commit Glory to this, and it's fine. Oof. Real bad. Alright, so
that sucks.
Failed by 2 and to take a damage in a horror.
Awful.
Yeah, pretty bad. And then I take 2 horror on top of that, I guess. I need to get my necklace out, I guess.
Omnipresence.
Where did my deck go? Why is this? Oh, weird. Okay.
Search the encounter deck and discard power for each copy of Omnipresence and draw them. Oh, it's this shit. Well, it has to go on an empty location. I guess we are going to Istanbul, so I could put it there. And the other copies of Omnipresence.
Oh yeah, that one like whiffed the first time we found it, right? And now it's kind of rougher.
Yeah.
So, and we only have like 2 or 3 turns to deal with that.
I mean, I think there's only 3 copies of it, or at least I only see 2 more.
Yeah, there's only 3.
Is there one? There's not one in the discard? No. Well, if we just put it in places where we're going, then it's sort of fine, right?
Yeah.
So, like, what if I put one? Well, this isn't empty, so I can't put it in Cairo. So I feel like we're probably going to check out London. I mean, I have 2 Pathfinders, so like, it's not as bad as it could be.
Yeah.
I think the only question is another realm, or I think that's it.
Well,
It's a,
you plan to do
or
like
him, him, well,
this
or
section of the map?
Himalayas or Tunguska.
Put in another realm because
Yeah,
you'll probably go up there soonish.
what's the
Maybe
deal? I mean, it does have victory, right? So we're
we.
supposed to do it.
Well, yeah, it's one of the tasks, and it has victory, right? So
I can do that like this turn if we need to.
yeah, unfortunately, it's 3 actions to actually flip it over. So you'll be stuck there if you do that.
I definitely don't want to do that.
If I had safeguard, I could follow you in there, but it's gone
Uh-huh.
now.
Yeah, or you could just hoof it, you know.
Well, then it takes me like 2 rounds to deal with it. So
Yeah. Um,
uh, okay.
I what I was kind of thinking, and you, it's also
Oh,
once you're
sorry.
there, you can't leave except I assume by the means of the.
Right, you're stuck there.
I mean, like if you went there without any ability to get those clues, you would basically just be stuck forever.
Yeah. Basically, yep.
All right. Well, um,
Sorry, I have to discard a card from my hand. Oh no, dynamite. All right. All right.
What I'm kind of thinking is, what if this turn I go to Istanbul and like get a clue or something, and then I double move and go to another realm and work on that. Or no, sorry, I could go to London and then to another realm, and you could go to Istanbul maybe on your way to deal with the Sphinx or something.
Well, you have to deal with the Sphinx unless you want me to kill it.
I mean I would like to deal with it, but the problem is like you also can't do another realm, and we also need to get clues off the victory locations. So it's kind of like I don't know if I can do all of this. Like
Yeah, I just lost dynamite, so it's much harder for me to kill the
like
Sphinx now.
okay, well, like, do you want to like kill the Smilon and then go up to London and deal with the omnipresence there? Like, see, because maybe we don't
Yeah,
need.
I could do
Maybe there's
that.
no.
Yeah, I can do
Okay,
that.
why don't you go first then?
All right, so I'm gonna 1-2 punch this Smilodon. So I'm at a more than 4 above. Okay, and then I do again. Great. All right, Smilodon dies because I do 4 damage to it. All right, and then 1 second, I'm gonna draw a card with the boxing gloves. Is there any weird effects? What was the effect in this area when you investigate? Okay. And then I'll just double move up here, I guess, and get rid of Omnipresence. District class investigate, choose and discard a card from hand. Gross.
Kind of sucks. Well, maybe that's one of our last priorities for victory then, or something. Well, it is to investigate, so you could like scene of the crime or something there if you've got it. Or I could. It's kind of expensive to Lola, but I could intel report it maybe if I get enough money. See, that's why I need the lone wolf.
All right, you're up.
All right. So I think what I'm gonna do is, are we trying to get all the omnipresence this turn?
No, we have a couple. We have like
Okay.
it's when the agenda advances that they're a problem. So we have
So
2 turns.
I think what I'll do then is I think I'll just go straight for another realm and then worry about Istanbul later.
Well, I mean, you could also run. You could run through and do the Sphinx, like this turn, and then come back and then go back up to do another realm.
Kind of. The thing is, I kind of need higher. Well, either for another realm or the Sphinx, I kind of need like higher book than I have. Like I'm at 5. I have like a with another realm, I would at least commit a deduction and Monster Slayer, you know, so I would be at like a 7, and if I succeed once, I get both of them. But with the Sphinx, I wouldn't want to use the deduction on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we also could spawn more tasks.
I kind of think we might as well spawn at least one more, if not even
all right,
more,
sure.
right?
Why don't we spawn one? See what happens. So spend two clues.
Because otherwise, I'm just sitting here with all these clues, and I'll draw some card that's like test whatever for each clue you have, or some bullshit.
Right, enemy of enemy. High in the Himalayas, an order of monks resists the machinations of the Myriad. Perhaps if you visit them, they could provide some assistance. There's only one small problem. There's a savage yeti at the Himalayas.
See, this sounds like something you might be able to do.
It does sound like something I could do. Savage yeti. Okay, here we go. All right. Oof,
That's
it's scary.
tough.
Yeah, that's. It also doesn't look that scavenge. It just looks like it's kind of tall. um, if it's damage, speed to this card. Okay, well, I'll figure out if I can do something with that. Do you want to spawn another thing?
I mean, sure, as well,
All right,
right?
sure. Spend 2 more clues. All right, the devil you know. Silvertwilight Lodge is something of a fixture in Arkham. Secretive, yes, and undoubtedly dangerous, but powerful. Power you can use. All right, attach the contacting the lodge treachery to Arkham. Win the favor of the Silvertwilight Lodge.
Yeah, see, this is like I think it makes sense to just spawn them as much as you can because like before we moved, if we'd spawned this, maybe we could have done it. We
Yeah.
didn't have clues back then, but just like in general.
Test agility 9. You can spend different actions to get +2.
Um,
If you succeed, flip the so. I mean, you might be able to do that later with committing some stuff or having all your actions or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So,
Eventually, I could probably do that.
all right.
So
Do
anyway,
we want to do one more, or do you want to stop for now?
let's keep it because I might have to deal with the Sphinx. Like, let's hang on to a
Okay.
couple for now.
Okay.
So what I'm thinking is I should just go try another realm, probably.
All right. Yeah. If you don't think you can do the Sphinx, then do another round. That makes sense.
I mean, I think I might be able to do the Sphinx, but just not immediately. So
Okay.
let's Pathfinder up here. Should I draw a card to see if I can get even more something else going? Because this is going to be, I'm going to be at 7 versus 4.
Yeah. I mean, you just fail on the -4 then, so it's like a
Yeah, no,
one in 9 chance versus 1 in 18.
let's just take our chances.
Great.
Hooray, cigarette case. Hey, streetwise. All right, so I get both of these clues. But now it's a little awkward because now I like have 2 actions and I basically just need to chill until I can next turn flip it.
Well, you can't leave anyway, so
Right. I mean, you could come here and well, that would take 2 turns. So,
yeah.
well, I'll get rid of Volume Presence. So what I'll do is play Streetwise, and if only I could play another Lone Wolf.
Hmm.
Actually, maybe I'll draw a card before I play Streetwise. In case I get something better. All right.
Hey. Oh no. Rip my boxing gloves. What do you draw that? Draw that
I mean, no.
card?
At this point, I don't have any items that are even like cigarette cases.
Uh,
Like, even I can't make the argument that that's more important to me than boxing gloves is to you.
well, I can always, yeah. All right.
You started to say that you have another one in, and then you were like, nope, don't say it.
Yeah. Do we want us to do another spawn another task or leave it?
Sure, yeah, why not? I mean, do you think we like at the end if we have uncompleted tasks? Do you think we get penalized for that?
I assume it says that our goal is to complete as many as possible. So I don't think any revealed ones will give us a
Let's
penalty.
let's spawn another one.
All right. I think it might make the board a little more dangerous.
Yeah, and most of them don't. It's only a few that have monsters or whatever on them.
Yeah, this one looks like it might. In treating the guards, a Forgomon is not the only entity with interests in the time stream. An ancient spirit sits in opposition to it. If you heard enough tales of fever dreams from Sydney to have a good idea of where you might find it.
We could also just stay the fuck out of Australia, and it wouldn't really be an issue, right?
That's true. Oh, this isn't an enemy though. This is a. Okay, so this is test will. Test will 3
Ouch.
times. All right.
Yeah, I think that's one we're just not going to do.
Yeah, we have to pass on that. Okay. I mean, there's a lot of action costs to all this stuff. All right. Cool. There's only 2 more tasks that we can spend clues to spawn. So, all right, that was both our turns, right? So then upkeep. There's no enemies that are hunters, right? Is this Yeti a hunter or the Sphinx? No. Okay. All right, upkeep. Doom happens.
Bless.
Yeah, that's good. And then
Doesn't help with the Sphinx, but
because it's only only investigating. All right, Myriad Gentleman. Wasn't there something that changed his behavior, or was that only on the? Was that just an autumn? Oh, that was just an autumn. Okay, so means he just spawns on me, and he gets a copy, right? Okay. Okay. All right, you're up. for encounter card. Oh no.
Ugh.
I mean, you could shove that. You could shove that onto me if you really want to, because I don't have anything super important in my hand.
I'm tempted to, but I don't think it matters that much. Like I hope I don't lose my 1 magnifying glass, but obviously that's gonna happen. So. Ugh.
Did you actually shuffle it?
Not yet. It's sort of fine.
All right. Oh, then you got.
Now I get one of your. I get your. Is it? Do you only have 1 card left?
I don't know. It appears to have bugged out, so I don't know.
Oh, Hallowed Mirror. Oh, B Cop. I mean, of these, I feel like Dodge is like the only one that I might play.
Yeah.
Is that bad? Like, would you rather have that?
I
feel like you definitely don't want me to take Hallowed Mirror, and I don't want to play Hallowed Mirror because it would override the cigarette
definitely don't take Hallowed Mirror, and I kind of want to have the B Cop to replay over this B Cop at some point. So
yeah, I'll probably just commit this to an agility test.
That's fine. All right. So
I could go first because all I'm gonna do is get Lone Wolf money and then triple click.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And if I'm lucky, I might Pathfinder around and do Lola shit. But
yeah, like it might kick you out, right?
That's well, it better. Otherwise, I'm here for the rest of the game. All right, so we're gonna flip this card over and resolve its text.
All right. You walk for what seems like years through the endless, glittering expanse. Eventually, you reach a house built out of the same vibrant color as the rest of the landscape. This must be your destination. Inside, you find a small red-haired woman in a green dress. She offers you a seat and makes you tea. You ask about the portal and its peculiar destination, and she speaks of the realm's transportative powers. You plead with her to seal the portal, lest the Myriad gentleman find it and seize this land for his own. The threat to her home rather sobers her, and she agrees to close the realm off for a time. She walks to the portal with her at your side. It takes you but a few minutes. All right, in your campaign log, record that you took tea. You took tea with the ruler of a strange dimension. Complete the strange portal. Each of us at this location moves to Paris. Flip this card over and add it to the victory display. All right, so I guess I'll put completed tasks in a pile over here, and you can. Looks like you're already doing your Pathfinder stuff. All right, took tea with the ruler.
I just finished off the omnipresence and used Lola.
Great. All right. So this victory display. Cool. All right. So that was your turn. What? I guess I need to fight this Myriad gentleman. So I guess I'll just punch him. I don't know. Oh, can I just move and trigger counterpunch? Yes. All right. Why don't I just do that? So I'll move and counterpunch, attacking at with like a 10 or something. Right. So he gets killed, and I get my card back, and I get to search. And let's grab glory. Then I'll use glory. Great. All right. I can't do any of these clues really. So I've moved to here because that was my first action. Where am I going? What am I trying to do? The Yeti, I guess. Well, because you can't do any of the. Yeah, I guess I'll move towards the Yeti. Can't actually kill it this turn, but next turn I think I could. All right, so I'll move once towards the Yeti, and then I guess I'll play Ace of Swords just to buff up my combat even more, I guess. All right, that was my turn. So. Upkeep. Oh, do we want to spawn any more tasks? No, not right now. Okay. Upkeep. And doom happens. Got one more doom until it advances. And counter card for me. A long and lonely year. Oh. Test will, where X is one more than the current agenda. If you fail, take 2 horror and move to Arkham.
Wow.
That sounds pretty inconvenient. um, oh man.
This is kind of bizarre though,
Oof.
because like how do you end up back in Arkham?
I think it's like we're depressed and we're going back. I don't know.
Well,
It's a sorrow.
I think you're about to find out probably. So
Yeah, well, I feel like I commit my courage to this because like moving back to Arkham is really bad. Like that's a lot of
I mean,
actions
well,
lost.
one way or another, you better get out of Istanbul before my turn starts. So if this is how it has to happen, fine. But
I'm gonna go fight the Yeti. So
well, that would be better. But
all right. So I'm gonna commit that, and do I commit lesson learned? Because I don't think I'm actually. Like, this was a very bad card to put in my deck.
I gotta say, this game really is recapturing the feel of Eldritchor. In that, like, if you get warped to Arkham, your reaction is going to be like, "Oh, well, I wanted to get to the Himalayas. I guess now I have to go the other way." And you're instead going to like cross all of North America, cross the entire Pacific, and go the back way around.
Yeah, I mean, if I got teleported to Arkham, then like you could go do this, and then I could finish this task or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did you complete? Did you investigate here?
Yeah. I use Lola.
Oh, but did that trigger the
Oh,
where
you
the
have to successfully investigate. Okay, so in that case, yeah, and I put it up here on helping yourself, which was the wrong place to put it anyway.
Oh, okay.
So that sucks though, because I wouldn't even bothered loling one of these clues, but I guess I did.
And you could just say you didn't. I don't care.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
Yeah, I'll say I didn't then.
Give yourself the money back, I guess. All right. Yeah, I mean, because if I got teleported back, we'd do that. Anyway, I'll commit on a sweat to courage and test out a 5 versus a 3, I guess. See how that goes, I guess. Great.
All right. Wow. Way to go, Ben.
All right, cool. So I'm still here. All right, encounter card for you. Oh, man.
A multitude of plots. Wait, this art is already used by something.
I mean, it's the Faustian bargain art. It's betraying you.
This is awful. This is terrible.
Oh, it's a peril, so I can't comment on it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's definitely an interesting peril, though.
Yeah, it definitely is. But well, it is and it isn't. It is in the sense that like, oh, it's really hard to judge whether we should do it. But I feel like once we played this campaign once and we know what it actually does, there will be a very easy answer of whether you should or shouldn't do this. Yeah. So, I'm going to say let's put it in the victory display because let's at least find out what it does, and maybe it'll be interesting. And I don't want to immediately advance the agenda, which is what would happen. Yeah. And so let's at least put one up there and see how much I fucked this over.
It looks like there's 3 copies of it, so
really,
it says
God,
20.
That's horrible.
It says 21 to 23, so
that's bad.
Who knows what it'll do? It might just make makes like the next area harder or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you always hope that it's like, oh, if there was at least 1 up there, then horrible things happen. But if there's 3, then nothing happens, and we like only put 1 up there. But whatever.
That's true. It might be like an all or nothing thing. I don't know.
Anyway,
all right, so it's our turn. So
you should
want
go
me
first.
To go? All right, so yes. Let me recalculate just to make sure I can in fact kill this Yeti.
I think I can do the Sphinx this turn if that helps.
I only have 1 copy of Good Counterpunch. All right. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna move in. I'll 1/2 punch for 4 damage, and then I'll just punch once normally, and I'll ping him. Okay. All right. So, was there an effect here that I was supposed to care about? No. Okay. All right. So I'll move here. Himalayas. You just spent an extra action to investigate. Gross.
Damn. Oh, victory too, though.
Yeah, I mean, but
oh man, that seems like an ideal. I almost don't want you to kill the Yeti now because I could just Lola for 5 clues.
For $5.
Yeah.
I mean, you have an intel report, or did you lose that? I lost that.
I lost it, but I'm about to cycle my deck, and we'll have other chances. You can like drag an enemy there if we really need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just intel report.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight this Yeti because.
Yep. Yeah, totally.
All right, so I'm gonna 1/2 punch first. So $2. Plus one on the what's the fight? Its fight is a 3, but it's gonna go up to a 5 after I hurt it. Oh, so should I normal punch it first then? Actually, does it matter to me? What's my fight? I'm at a 9. No, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'll punch it. Skull's a 1 or 0, 1 or 0. All right, so I hit it once, 2 damage. Hit it again, 2 damage. All right, then I'm gonna try to punch it. I'll use an overpower, I guess, so I can draw some cards. Great, do 1 damage to it, and then I will. I'm out of actions, but I ping it with. Oh, wait a second. 1 second. Hold. I drew through the gates. Fuck. All right. Well, no healing. Didn't this happen already? I feel like it did. I feel like this happened in one of the scenarios.
Probably.
All right. Well, can I spend money to heal? I guess in Istanbul if needed. All right, but then I ping with the B cup. So that kills the Yeti. So we flip him over. As you slay the beast harrying the monastery, the monks begin to emerge. We are much obliged to you, stranger, one says. You explain your mission, your opposition to the Myriad, and the man smiles. Well then, come inside. There is much you have to learn. Add the set-aside Mosaic training skill to your hand. From any scenario, you consider to own this card, complete enemy of enemy, remove this card from the game. Alright, so this goes in the trash. You completed enemy of my enemy. And I get some reward card. Oh, this one. Alright. It's not terrible. It's like a better unexpected courage. Oh, and when you draw a skull, you can put this back in your hand. Interesting. Alright. That was my turn. So you're up.
All right. Yeah, so I got my lone wolf money already. I think what I'm going to do is try to get 1 clue here to deal with the thing. So I'm going to investigate with a 6 versus a 2. And succeed. How many have we completed?
We've completed 2, so skull's on -1 right now.
Great. So I succeed by enough to trigger cigarette case.
Nice.
And I found another magnifying glass, which I guess I might as well pull. Well, maybe I committed, honestly. I'm going to Pathfinder down here. I guess I kind of have to succeed at this twice, or it'll be sort of bad. But
Well, you
let's see
could.
what.
Yeah, you might be able to like Lola evade or
Cairo
something.
+1 shroud for each action.
Ooh,
Well, we'll probably just
maybe
get
not.
those clues. Yeah, I mean, let's just not get these clues. That's fine.
Yeah, there's no victory there, so.
Right. So what I'll do is click 2, parley. So I've got 5 book, and I'm going to commit a Lola to get up to 7 against 4.
Okay.
Which is safe because, well, it's mostly safe.
All right.
Hooray. All right, so one of my clues goes on the Sphinx. Sphinx. And then click 3. Let's do it again. And let's spend $2 on Streetwise to, again, get up to 7. And I could spend another one just to be like extra. No. No, it's fine.
Oh, it wasn't fine.
Yeah. It attacks me, and then it's going to attack me again. God, that's I totally should have spent it.
Well, you have a you have a dodge.
It's so dumb. Yeah. Could it have attacked me if it was evaded?
From the parlay, it could have, yeah.
Okay. Because I could I could now Lola it and evade it, but that would be like all my money and
it's 7 money, right? Because you've done 3 actions.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, I just take the hit. It's so annoying. I could have committed the magnifying glass, but I was like, I'd kind of like this for investigating, and I could have just spent $2, but I was like, no, what are the odds? So whatever.
I mean, yeah, it was a 1 in 18 chance that helped you pass. So wait, did you just play magnifying glass?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So enemy phase. Sphinx attacks you, and Okay, and then upkeep. Is there any upkeep stuff? Right. Cool. And then Doom happens, so this is gonna advance the agenda. And it seems at first like a stranded archaeological trip, traveling from Frankfurt to the site of the Tunguska event. It's only through careful digging that you discover that the expedition was funded directly by the Myriad. All right, the Tunguska event. Next, and shuffle the encounter disc pile into the encounter deck. Ooh. Or maybe fine. Oh no, that means the omnipresents are re-added. Boo. All right, Tunguska events. All right. No one really knows what happened at Tunguska. Well, perhaps not no one. The Myriad Cern seems to know something. All right. During your turn, if you're at Tunguska, we can spend 4 clues as a group. Flip this over, resolve its text. Okay, so it's like a. And it's basically just spend 4 clues. So maybe you could do that at some point. I don't know. Yeah, I mean that's the reason to get clues off these equations of victory. You might need them for tasks, but all right. So that was the winter. All right, spring. 6 months have passed. 6 months of constant travel, back and forth between you and the Myriad. 6 more months to go. All right, encounter card for me. Smilodon again. Oh man. All right, counter card for Dan. Oh no, sorry. This has to spawn somewhere. Oh, I could spawn the Smilodon here. Is that helpful? If you're getting clues, putting it in Istanbul.
Sorry, repeat.
I have to spawn the Smilodon. I could put it in Istanbul because there's clues there, or I could put it in Tunguska because there's probably clues there.
But we don't care about the Istanbul clues. I would. Oh, honestly, it's too bad you can't put it on you. That'd be best.
Well, I mean, yeah, I can't pull it to me. It's either here or here, so I can pull it to me, but I don't think that helps.
It actually, if I ended my turn on your space, you could pull it to you, and then I could quickly lower the clues, which actually might be great.
Okay.
But then I guess I would have to pay the Istanbul.
Well, I mean, I can put it here instead, and still.
Yeah, let's do that because I think then we can just get the 2 victory like really for free. Basically.
Oh, it's 2 victory. I didn't. I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was only 1. Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's do that then. And then you got any counter card? Oh
the
man,
cube!
the cube!
It's back. I feel like you're always supposed to have it lose surge. Like healing 2 damage would be pretty sweet, but yeah, let's have it lose surge and let's I could just draw a top card, right? But that not super excited to do that. I guess I could take 2 horror and still not be totally in danger.
If you
I
draw
have logical reasoning.
Remember, if you draw the top card, this card still has surge. That means you're drawing 2 more cards.
Oh yeah, because you can't pick the same. You can't pick the same thing. Well, I could draw the top card and heal 2 damage. Might be good.
Well, again, you'll be drawing 2 more encounter cards then.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. This card it's challenging to remember exactly how it works.
Do you need all the actions? Because you just want to get to my location, so you only need. Well, it only gives you 1 chance at the Sphinx, I guess.
Yeah, that's yeah. I'd feel better if I had additional chances at the Sphinx, but I think what I'm gonna do is. I also the take 2 horror thing is scary because like if I fail the Sphinx again, that's bad. No, yeah, okay. Let's lose 2 actions and I wish I had more money. Let's lose 2 actions and lose search. The coward's way out.
Yeah. All right. I think you wanted to go first, so you could end your turn on me.
So I'm going to get Lone Wolf money. So click 1, my only click. I'm gonna parley with the Sphinx. I'm going to pay $2 for. Oh shit! It's 5 there.
It is 5 here. Does that mean you don't have enough money?
I might have to go back and not lose 2 actions. Um, because like I really need Streetwise here, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I can commit the Faustian bargain, but that's not enough to be at +3. All right, so I guess what I'll do is if I take the 2 horror, even if the Sphinx hits me, it's very scary, but I'm not dead, and I could play logical reasoning maybe. So I think what I do is instead of losing 2 actions, I think I have to take 2 horror. And okay, so now I have so now I can play a Faustine bargain, which hopefully doesn't screw us with the curses, right? Okay, so now I get the lone wolf money.
When do
So
curses actually make you fail? I mean,
yeah,
rarely ever happens.
okay,
All right.
so I spent 2, so I'm up 3, and oh, but I also almost wanted to commit the Faustian bargain just to be like super safe, but I guess I don't do that.
Mm.
So all right, up by 3. Hooray!
Uh,
That case.
all right.
Oh, that's it. That's good.
So
Uh,
you put a clue on it and we flip it over, right?
right. Uh,
Sphinx smiles at your response, revealing row upon row of wriggly sharp teeth. My, what a clever little morsel you are, it purrs. Tell me, small one, what do you seek from me? Ooh, interesting choice for Dan. Knowledge, power,
uh,
wealth, or aid?
I mean, knowledge is obviously good. Power, I don't think really matters for me. Wealth is probably the default choice because I can really use money a lot. Aid is probably not good unless you really want me to hit the Yeti for you,
I already
or
killed
hit
it.
the Smilodon, which yeah,
Uh,
I don't think I think the money is probably correct, right?
money seems good. Yeah.
Because that means I don't have to. It also means I don't have to spend an action on Faustian bargain, which is sort of cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Or do it later. Yeah. That makes sense to me. Let's see.
it's
So
it's honestly kind of awkward because now it's like I'm gonna just have spare actions without a lot to do if I'm just waiting
well,
for the
you can
Smilodon to show up.
grab clues on the way over there or something. I don't know.
Yeah, those are bad clues, but I
Right?
might. Yeah, because I think or I could draw 4 cards. Like that's not nothing.
Uh, do you have a weakness
What
in
do you think?
there? Oh, so you'll shuffle your deck.
Right.
I mean, you could heal yourself as an action too. Spend 2 money to heal a little bit.
Oh yeah. I might.
Because
Okay, that's okay. Yeah, in that case, let's take the money because I can just do that on my way.
yeah,
Yeah. All right. Let's take 10. I think the cards was also pretty solid. Like cards might have been smarter, but it's fine. And do the clues go away?
yeah. Flip this card over and add it to the victory display, and we
All
solve
right.
the riddle of the Sphinx. I don't know if that'll help us in the future. Solve the.
The Sphinx is worth a victory too. Man, we might kind of clean up on victory in this.
Yeah, it
All
seems
right.
like there's a lot of victory available. So
Yeah, I'm excited about that. All right. So I'm going to Pathfinder once to get up to Istanbul. And I think, yeah, I will. I'll spend 2 to heal 1 and 1. I could do it again, but I guess I won't do that.
I mean,
I'm fine for
we're
now.
about halfway through the scenario, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and there's no Holland mirrors happening, so
We might need to do this as a 2-parter. We'll see how that goes.
okay. Well,
And I have an action left. Do you need money? Should I play Faustian bargain? Because I can use a lot of money. I could like play it and give you a couple and keep a couple,
I mean, I can make use of money.
or I could
My
logical reasoning you.
uh, I'm also not against logical reasoning. Either one of those is fine by me. You're trying to get them before your deck shuffles or something.
All
All
right,
right,
I'm done.
all right. So what was I doing? I was doing get over here, right? Oh, this is not elite, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do get over here. Choose the okay. So I can engage an enemy at a connecting location and then
Reaction.
fight it, and see you get the fight. Nice. And then I'm fighting this, so nowadays more than enough. Skull's still -1, right? Yeah. Okay. So I hit it for 2 damage. And then okay, I'm about to shuffle my deck, so I'm wondering if I should like ping this once, which kills my beat cop, and then finish off with a regular punch, or I could punch it twice. I think I will. Yeah, I think I will ping it, which will kill my beat cop. Oh, sorry. Let me do it in the opposite order. I will punch it first before pinging with my beat cop. Okay, then I ping with the beat cop. Finishes it off. I think I wanted to. That's fine. All right, and then I get to search these cards. They're all spirits. I don't know which one's the most useful. So I'll grab Monster Slayer. And then I'll play my new B Cop. I'm running low on money, but yep. Alright, and then that was my turn. So, well, I guess I'll have to go first next turn if you need Lone Wolf. So, man, that 10 money went way fast.
Half of it was just to use Lolo that one time. But I still have the Faustian bargain, so I might play that next turn.
Okay. So enemy phase, nothing, right? So upkeep. And
I guess we failed to have you move off the space as we obviously should have done, but that's fine. You can move first.
I can probably just do it. Go first.
Yeah.
All right. So before I advance the agenda, did you say you wanted to pause? And all right, and we're back. All right. So, did you have a good bike ride, Dan?
Good bike break. I did. It was very nice. Beautiful day in San Francisco.
Did you bike from San Francisco all the way to Arkham and back, or was it just local?
I did bike over the Golden Gate Bridge, but no, I did not. I didn't make it all the way to Arkham. Maybe next time.
Okay. Well, yeah, you gotta have goals, right? So yeah, we're about to do the agenda, so I'm gonna go ahead and increment.
People do like really long, like cross-continental bike trips. They like, pack really carefully, really light in like saddlebags. It sounds pretty fun, honestly. I don't think I'll ever do it, but it's it's fun.
Yeah, well, I mean, people like hike across the entire country. Doesn't surprise me people bike it. So
yeah, oh yeah.
All right, let's see. So my encounter card is agility test. Gross. So agility 2. Test agility 3. If you fail, so well, I do have this. Actually, I don't have that many resources to lose, I guess.
I've got a Mandex if you really need it. If you think you can pass.
I have this mosaic training card that I got from fighting a Yeti.
You mean monastic training?
Monastic? Oh yeah. So I could commit this. I'm about to shuffle my deck anyway, so I'll commit that, and you can commit courage if you want, because you're also about to shuffle your decks if you want, because you're also about to shuffle your deck, right? So.
Mandex.
All right, so it puts me at like a 7. So. Wow.
Way to go, Ben.
I still pass. Nice. All right.
Love it. Love that for you.
All right. Your encounter card? Oh no, it's back. Man.
All right. Well, so it's 3 of them have to go on empty spaces, right?
Yeah, I pulled the other 2 out of the deck.
So I feel like we're going to Shanghai pretty soon. We haven't been to Tunguska yet, so I'll put one there.
And I think we have a task in Tunguska, right? Yeah. If we spend 4 clues there, we can.
I feel like is there any other place with a task that we are definitely going to? Like, are we going to Sydney, or are we just never doing that one because no one can do a world test, right?
I think we like go to Sydney if we have like time at the end of the game and we can go try it or something. But even actually because the only place to resign is in Arkham, so that's actually. I guess
it's also when does Omnipresence trigger? It's
when the agenda advances. So we have three rounds to deal with it.
Yeah, but that means we don't want to just throw it over back on Arkham and be like, oh, we'll be back on Arkham eventually, right? Like,
no.
The thing is, I've got Pathfinder, so like if I wanted to go to Tunguska, I could just go through Istanbul.
Yeah, I mean, here's the other thing. There's no enemies on the board, so I could just spend my turn like go over there or something.
I think Istanbul is clearly that makes sense, right?
That seems fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So
that doesn't surge or something, does it? No, it doesn't.
Nope. It just spawns
okay.
through.
So what would you like to do on your turn, which you will go first to do?
Your turn. Well, I mean, I don't really have anything to do other than like run around and explore.
Well, I
So
think you have one thing to do, which is to get the hell out of the
yeah,
Himalayas.
I know you don't want me to take your dollar away. I got that,
Yeah,
Dan.
that's very correct.
Um, do I have a way to get clues from anywhere? I don't know. Should I just go through Shanghai and see what's going on there, and then go to Tunguska? Um, Maybe I can investigate Shanghai somehow and do that thing. Probably not.
You feel like it, or yeah,
Actually, do I need to heal? Should I go spend $2 and heal? No, I'm okay. Um, yeah, well, no, I'll go through Istanbul because you probably want to go through Shanghai to do stuff there.
I'd
Probably.
slightly prefer that because I know I don't care about clues in
All right,
Istanbul, but I
so
know yeah.
I'll move here and get rid of this. Should I spend $2 to heal just while I'm here? You have a million Faustian bargains, right? You probably don't want to give me any of that money.
No, I could. I mean, I'm probably going to play at least one of them this turn, so I could end on your space and do it if you want. Like if you end your turn in Tunguska, that could happen.
Yeah, okay. I'll spend $2 and heal while I'm here, just because I don't have Paul MUR to rely on. So, and then I'll move to Tunguska.
Wow, nothing going on.
Nothing here. I guess
Nope.
there's just the task to spend 4 clues. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I'll get rid of this, and that was my turn. Right, I moved twice and healed. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I guess the ideal situation is if I could get at least one clue in Shanghai, then I could go do the Tunguska thing, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming there's at least one clue there.
So I'll get my Lone Wolf money. I'm gonna move with Pathfinder to Shanghai. Oh, we have victory.
I mean, you can spend money to get clues.
It's kind of interesting. So I think that's kind of awkward. I don't really have a great way to like quickly get both clues here. I almost want to draw a card to shuffle my deck, then investigate, and use practice makes perfect and try to hit a deduction. But I guess the odds of that aren't even that amazing. I could also just investigate once, and I could like use Lola to pick up the other one.
Well, I mean,
Let me.
you also have to do. You only need to get one clue here to do this.
Yeah, that's true.
But you also need to do a regular investigate that doesn't get clues to do the resource thing at some point too. So
yeah, I could always come back and do that later though, because with Pathfinder it's just pretty easy to just like head back.
yeah.
So I guess yeah, what I'll do is I'll pick up at least I'll pick up one clue and see where we're at. Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So I'll investigate, and I have a 7 against 4. Ooh, pass really. So I guess yeah, I'll get a clue because we can always do the other one later. Oh, and also completing these makes the skull worse, so that's like slightly reasonable to care about.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be pretty bad near the end probably, but
What I'm thinking I'm maybe gonna do now.
Make this even harder if we try to do it.
Jeez. What I'm thinking I'm gonna do now, honestly, is I think I might Pathfinder to you and play 2 Faustian bargains before my deck shuffles. Is that crazy? Like, is that too many curse tokens?
Nah, it's fine.
It's a lot of money.
when will curse tokens ever make us fail?
It also means I'm not going to trigger Cigarette Case this turn, but that's okay.
I mean, before you play the bargains, you could, I don't know.
The thing is, like, I could really use some money, you know. So like, because I can spend the hell out of some money. So, how much money do you want?
I don't know, like three or $4 would be fine, or less. I don't know what you need.
Take 3.
Yeah, I guess. So before your turn ends, do you want to spend the 4 clues?
So the downside is I could draw an encounter card that makes me drop them. The upside is it'll make the skull worse, right? Or the upside versus downside.
And it makes the skull -2, which is like what we try to test it anyway. So because we're only at 3 completed, so it's not going to become a -3.
Yeah, let's just do. Oh no, you know what? There's also that thing that's spend a clue or take 2 damage. I'm gonna not spend it yet, and we'll just do it at the beginning of next turn.
Okay. Alright, so we both went then. So upkeep. And then Doom happens. And I turned off my thingy. Alright, then count card for me. So I got this. I don't have any clues, so I take 2 damage. Guess I'll take that on me. Alright.
Displaced Legion. Wow, huge. This is pretty cool, actually.
Well,
it's massive. Hey, something for Ben to do.
Yeah. Well, it has 8 health. Oof.
You can just punch it really hard, right?
Well, it has like a billion other things on it. You can do a book test to make it lose massive and gain aloof. Interesting. And then while it's aloof, you can do a will test to open a portal through time. Well, that's very cool.
The thing we're inconveniently incapable of.
Yeah, it's cool. I still think we could do that solution. All right, well, let's look at my punching capability. I don't have a 1-2 punch. So my punching capability is not great.
If only Lesson Learned was any better card.
I mean, if there were clues in this location, that'd be good. I could actually play it. Because I'm probably gonna take damage from this guy's attack. So
yeah, I really wish there was it would be great if there was a clue here, because I would free evade it with Trish stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it would definitely be great if you can kill this, but
I do not think I can kill it, because
okay.
I think I can do like 5 damage to it.
In that case, do you want me to go first and evade it?
Sure. I don't know. I don't know if it's too much.
Yeah,
I guess so. It doesn't tell you.
Because I have a Mandex, and it's like I'm gonna have to evade it anyway. So do you want me to just do that first?
Sure. And do you want to spend the clues, or no? You can evade it
first. Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So what are we gonna do? What are we flipping over?
Yeah, it is. Given how many of these require clues, I might have to like swing through Istanbul and pick up a bunch of them, which is fine. Like I might start just like lolling an Istanbul clue as I pass through, kind of.
This was not great. You find the expedition before too long. They've set up a dig site near the center of the strange crater. You settle into a good vantage point, hoping to spy what's going on. Before too long, there's a shout from the dig site. People, some of them, but not all, being versions of the Myriad gentlemen, start to gather around. A commotion builds, and then all go stock still. A strange color, something you can only even call color by analogy, drifts from the hole, flowing around the archaeological group. As one, they turn and start moving towards you. Right.
That is unexpected. I kind of figured we spent 4 clues. I kind of figured that'd be enough to take care of this.
That's kind of what I thought as well. So we got the brainwashed
right there
expedition.
All right, even more stuff for Ben to do. Well, it's only 2 health, right? Oh, but it swarms.
It's 2 health with 2 swarming, and it was on your turn. So tragically, we have to take 2 of your cards. If you had done it last turn when you had no cards in your deck, it would have whiffed the swarming.
It would have been great. It's probably the things that I was trying to hit with practice makes perfect. So that's cool.
Yeah.
2 massive enemies.
All right. Well. If this gets defeated, do we? Oh yeah, it does have a thing to flip over. Okay.
So unless I want to take AOs, which I don't, I think I have to try to evade both of these.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could go first. So I think I miscalculated. I think I can do 6 damage if I succeed at all my attacks. So I could kill this group off, and then you'd have 1 extra action.
That would be better on my end if that works for you.
Yeah, let's see. They only have 3 to hit.
It's also the expedition is definitely the one we want to kill this turn.
Yeah, because it gets bigger, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. Oh, I do have counterpunch too, so that doesn't really help much. All right. Okay, so I'm at a. I'm at a 8, 9, 9. Yeah, 9. So I don't really need to commit anything, but I kind of want to mill my deck so that I can trigger my boxing gloves at some point. So, but let's do Monster Slayer first. So that's let's be a 9 versus 3, and All right, so it's -4, so I succeed. Get rid of a curse token. And I do 3 damage, so you can have this card back at the bottom of your deck. And I do 1 extra damage with Nathaniel ability. Then I'll come in overpower and try to punch something. So I'm at 11 or something. Alright, great. Oops.
Hooray.
This should be in my discard pile. Alright. If I was slightly smarter, I would have done that in a different order. Well, so I draw a card off of that. Oh, we got another overpower. And you get this card back, hooray. I'm sure they weren't your search targets, so it's fine. And then I attack one more time. I clean them out. Okay. And then I'll finish off with the B Cop. So I've done 6 damage. So these guys get flipped over. You cut your way through the members of the expedition, each compelled to slice at you with whatever they have to hand. Pocket knives, archaeological gear, shards of rock. You pant with exertion, finding yourself momentarily clear, but still the strange aurora circles, poking and prodding at your mind. You must find a way to stop it. Alright. You can either retreat. Each investigate your location may move to a connecting location, flip this card back over, and restore it to 2 health. Ooh. Or you move towards the dig site, determined to seal this thing back where it came from, and investigate your location, test Will 3. If you succeed, complete the contested event, flip this card back over, and add it to the victory display. Okay, so
This really sucks.
yeah, this is a rough one.
Like it's just gonna do this forever until one of us can pass a will test. That is awful. Can you commit like both of your cards, and I'll commit my beloved practice makes perfect?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'll commit these two. I guess I should have overpowered to.
I really hate to lose my practice makes perfect this way.
Well, I mean, it puts me at a 5.
No, that puts you at a 6, right?
And you're giving me a 6. Okay, yeah, 6.
Yeah,
6
because
you want to
be at 3, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
Hey.
Unfortunately, this wasn't an attack, so my Elder Sign doesn't trigger. All right. So
this was a really rough task. We had to get here, spend 4 clues, beat this, and do a will test.
Yeah. Well, was this one that came from the agenda advancing? Some of these came from the agenda advancing. I don't know if that means they're scary
came from
or
the
not.
first one. Did this come from the second one? Maybe.
Yeah, it might have.
It might have. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
yeah. All right. So we completed this. So this
we did it. It's kind of too bad we didn't get the free move because I could have got a lot more money off that and not had to evade the Legion.
Yeah. But then the thing would have respawned. I had to fight it again. So.
Right.
All right. That was my turn.
Right.
I did defeat something. Actually, shit.
Hooray.
Yeah. So I will do this while you take your turn.
Good job, Ben. I will attempt to evade it. I got a 4 with a man dex. I pass. Draw 2 cards. So this guy gets evaded, and then so I guess. So I have stuff to do in Shanghai. If I finish in Shanghai, should I like collect more clues, or should I head back over to Arkham and try to do like the Arkham test? We have to go back to San Francisco after we get the third thing.
Yeah, we still have 2 more tasks we can spawn with clues, so we still need 4 more clues for that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we definitely. I feel like honestly.
I feel like maybe go to Shanghai and then maybe go to Istanbul and get all those clues.
Yeah.
There's 2 clues up in London that are with victory too.
Yeah, it is really. I think we said we were going to intel report those once I find my intel report again.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah. So I think what I'll actually do is. I wish I still had the practice makes perfect. I'm going to.
Well, it makes you feel any better, Dan. I drew an Elder Sign, so it didn't help me pass at all.
So what I'll do is I'll Pathfinder here. What I want to do is like maximize the amount of Lola-ing on a place with cheap clues, which is Istanbul. So I'm gonna try to do that, I think. So I'm gonna Pathfinder to Istanbul, use Lola to get a clue. Pathfinder here, move here. So I have 1 action left. And then I will investigate here, and I got a 7 versus a 4, and I succeed, and I get a clue. And I guess I will do the Shanghai thing first,
Okay.
and that's it for me.
Okay, and I win already. So
Upkeep.
enemy phase, something happens. Upkeep.
On the deduction I could have used.
These guys wake back up. Didn't really draw anything that helps me kill them. I guess Counterpunch will finish them off. Alright. Doom happens. Got one more Doom. Doom happens, I said. One more Doom until this advances. Counter card for me. Out of phase.
Ooh.
Does it matter? If you fail by 3 more. It prevents you from interacting with each other, but we probably weren't doing that this turn anyway, so. But if
Yeah, I
I fail
feel
by
like that one
3,
usually doesn't matter.
if I fail by 3 or more, I'll have to spawn an enemy. It's not the worst thing. Alright. Oh, damn it. I did fail by 3 or more, so I have to search the encounter deck and discard of an enemy and spawn it engage me. I feel like it's not the Smilodon that we want. Oh, there's some acolytes. I'll grab an acolyte. Those are easy to deal with. Alright. And if they don't kill this round, that's like also fine. Okay, you're up.
So, Lone Wolf money, great. I think what I'll do is I'll get this clue and then head to Istanbul and get more clues.
Alright.
So, and once I get more clues, I'll probably spawn another task. So I'll investigate with a
Wait, did
7
you
versus
do
4.
your encounter card?
Oh nope, sorry, I'm sorry about that. Here, let me roll back a little. Okay, test 3. So I've got 5. I don't want to take horror. I think I wouldn't really care that much about dropping a clue. I don't really want to. I'll spend $2 on Streetwise. So that gets me up to 7 versus 3. And tell me, do I pass by? What's the skull?
It's -2 now, right?
All right, so I pass cigarette case. Hey, perception. All right, so that happens. Then I do my turn. So I gain lone. Oh, well, actually, do you want to go first?
I mean, I'm just gonna fight this guy. So it doesn't matter to me.
Why don't you go? Go in if you get in a really deep hole or something, and you need me to come evade it or something. I could.
All right.
I doubt that'll happen, but
yeah, we'll see how it goes. So what's the fight on this? A
yeah.
3. Okay, so I'm at a 9 still. So I'll 1-2 punch it. Wow.
Hooray!
Well, sort of hooray. I don't have much in my discard pile here.
But you don't want your lesson learned back?
That would be funny to take back just to hold on to it again for like a will test.
You could just like camp out in London and be like, "Come on, somebody come fight me."
No, it's fine. I'll grab clean them out, and so that's the first successful. I'm gonna pull these guys over here so I can see them. All right. First attack does 2 damage, then attack again. Wow. All right.
Wow. Super Nathaniel.
Get over level 2 is like not that good. It's better than less than mine. Yeah. So all right, and so that's 4 damage, and now this goes in the discard pile. Now I'll attack with. I'll need to clean them out, I guess. All right. 1 damage, and then I will just attack normally. Yep. Uh-oh. Alright, that's -3.
Hey.
Great. Alright, so during enemy phase, I should be able to kill most of these guys. I will.
Nice.
This guy will attack me, but that's part of how I kill them. So.
Yes.
It's gonna do 2 damage. I'll be a little bit low in health, but whatever. Alright. You're up.
Okay. Lone Wolf money. I will get this clue with a perception. And succeed by a lot. And I'll crack the case. And then I will this clue. I think I'm gonna spawn a task unless you object.
Yeah, because we don't have anything to spend clues on. Oh no, I guess we need 4 clues over here at some point, but not right now. Yeah,
I'm gonna try to get the London clues, if I can.
Treasure unearthed. Rumors about an ancient arcane tome recently acquired by the British Library. That kind of power could come in handy, and it will surely be closely guarded. Alright, put the British Library into play. Reveal location sites this up. Task: steal a tome from the British Library.
Just any tome, like any book.
It's probably a specific one. Where are the locations? Here it is. Alright, I assume this is okay. Interesting. It gets -1 shroud for each clue on it.
Okay.
If you possess 3 clues as a group, you can do an action to flip it over. And I assume this is connected to London, right?
So what I'm kind of thinking is like we've got like probably 4 turns left or something like that. I think what I'm doing is like, it's basically, do I head west through Eurasia and back to Arkham, or do I just go to San Francisco, do the exposition, then I guess the issue is that I wouldn't have enough clues to do the helping yourself thing, right?
Yeah, you need more clues.
So that makes me think maybe I should try to rack up a whole bunch of clues.
Yeah, I feel like at least go to London and get the clues there, and then we can just see where you're at that point and see if you have time to do this British Library or.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, there is also like the Cairo clues are kind of good because you basically get a free card for getting them. But
I mean, you also could go through Sydney, but that's a lot of actions. So.
Yeah, I'm also like, I think when I do get to London, my plan is Hunch plus Lola, so I don't actually have to investigate. So all right, so that was one action. So I will double Pathfinder over here. I will Lola a clue for $2, and I think I might deduction here to get the last 2.
Do it. Sure.
Yeah, I think that is reasonable. Man, I wish there were enemies up so I could do Trish stuff. All right, so this okay. So
I mean, I have enemies on me if you drag them over somehow.
No, it's fine. All right, and then I have an action left. I could logical reasoning myself, which honestly isn't the worst idea in the world, or I could move. I'm not sure moving really helps me because I've got Pathfinder, right?
You get double Pathfinder unless you're trying to get into the British Library next turn.
Because what I'm thinking is next turn I double Pathfinder to London, instantly get those clues, and then I could either move to the library or I could take a ship to Arkham.
Yeah. So
I guess doing the library first probably makes sense because then we could take the clues from that and then go to Arkham with them.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if we have enough time to do all that stuff because there's another task we could reveal, but we probably don't have time for that one.
Well, but that's the thing. It could be an easy one. It could be like you kill something. When what else are you gonna do, right?
That's true.
Like, because if we did that, it does put us lower on clues, so it's harder to help ourselves or to do the library. But I don't know. I still think it might make sense to do it.
So you're thinking reveal the other task right now?
Well, I'm thinking about it, right?
Will that change your last action significantly?
Probably not. Well, as of now, I think my last action is I don't know. It's like move or draw a card or something. Or it's probably play a logical reasoning. Or save logical reasoning and try to do some bullshit will test we have to do.
Well, we have to do this 3 times. This disability one, which is not happening, right?
I think that's not happening. Yeah, no, I'm giving up on that one. But like some other, it feels like some other random task could make us do a will test or something, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Up to you. I think, if you spend the 2 clues now, then you'll have to get at least 4 more clues to do the Arkham thing.
But we
potentially 7 more clues if you have to spend 3 here. I'm sort of assuming this is like you flip it over and then it's like if you have to spend 3 clues or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of would like to have a lot of clues in my bank to do the library. So yeah, okay, let's wait on the last task and whatever.
Well,
Maybe we don't get it.
the library is shrouds reduced for the clues on it, not the clues you have.
Yeah, but what I'm thinking is like when you flip it, it's like, oh, if you have at least three per player clues,
Oh
then you
yeah.
can, something like, then you can spend them
Oh,
or something like
maybe you
that,
can steal a better book if you have more clues or something.
Oh, yeah, maybe that could be the case.
uh, right.
Yeah. Well, so I think it's also, I mean, that's a really good one to have like to, yeah, I don't know. All right, so yeah, what I'll do is I think I'll just play the logical reasoning.
Sure.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So during enemy phase, hunters move. At some point, I'm gonna ping the acolyte because I don't think there's actually a reason not to ping it. And then this guy's gonna attack me for 2 damage, and then I'm gonna play bad counterpunch, and
UCP.
um, and all right. So then I'm just attacking with like a 9 or something. Yeah. Great. Alright, so they die because I do extra damage because my ability is once per phase. Hooray. Oh, wait, do I flip them over first? Where did these guys come from? Oh, these were from the encounter deck. I was like, I thought these guys were a task. They're so bit beefy. Alright, so that was enemy phase, and then upkeep. Yep, so do your upkeep, and then
Oh, shadow agents.
agenda's gonna advance.
See, breaking and entering is like the ideal way to deal with shadow agents, and then I happen to draw them when I have 2 copies of that, but no clues on my location.
Oh no. You can't pathfinder with enemies, right?
Right.
Oh no. Alright. The night of the ritual is fast approaching. If there's anything you need to have prepared, you better get to it. Put the set aside final preparations treachery into play next to the act deck. Do final preparations. This is going to be a rough conflict. Any advantage you can make for yourself could be crucial. The investigators can spend 4 clues as a group to place 1 resource on the current act. Task: place as many resources on the current act as you can. If there are 3 resources on the current act, complete final preparations. Oh geez, so we need 12 clues to do that one? I don't know if that's happening.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we get a ton from the library and we get to keep them, but yeah, it's a little unlikely. Well, you know what I could do. Well, I mean, let's see what our encounters are. But like, I could move down to Cairo, take an AOO, and then I could breaking and entering, grab both of those clues and free evade.
That could be good.
That might actually be worth it.
Here, let me read the agenda. Summer. As the days grow longer and hotter, you soon find yourself filled with tension. Soon, now, the Sheldon gang will be hired to burn your home down and wipe you out. A mistake on the part of the Myriad, you now understand. They haven't yet realized that there are 2 versions of you operating this time. They've created their own worst enemy. Everything begins again, and everything ends. Better get back to Arkham. And we have five doom on this agenda.
It's good. I mean, the thing is, though, we really want to make sure we don't just like... We got to make sure we do have time to get back, because it does take a lot of actions to do it, but like, this is just a free task, and this also I'm pretty sure I can do. So
yeah, like we definitely want to get those 2 done.
So like, because of these guys, if I want to pick up these 2 clues in Cairo, that means that I'm not getting too, like, this turn I would basically end my turn like here, and then next turn I would get all the London clues and end my turn in the library and start getting clues. So like, I think I would have time, but it would be a little tight, but I think I could do it.
I mean, I can go over there and maybe do this one. This is just an action.
Totally.
So
yeah.
That might help. Oh, let's do encounter cards.
Yeah. Let's see what our encounters are.
Oh no, accelerated decay! I don't care about that at all. I have been holding up with these other gloves.
Out of phase. I don't think I care about this at all either.
Well, it might spawn enemy with you.
Yeah, well, even that. Yeah, not here. This isn't where I want it. Okay, I definitely don't want to fail by 3, but I also like don't have anything I can really do about it. So, I wish I had the you handle this one. Totally use that. All right, so 2 versus 4. All right. Wow.
Well, it's not your turn. So
Not my turn, but I failed by enough that I have to get an. That's terrible, actually. I might need you to come punch these guys.
I mean, you can grab like an acolyte, and I can just
Oh,
come and punch it or whatever, either from the discard
well,
pile or from the encounter
the,
deck.
the issue about it is that it would screw up my. Well, it says, yeah, spawn engaged with you. Okay.
Oh, but I won't be able to. I won't be able to help you with it.
Why not?
Right? Because it's
Because
in your threat area.
Jesus.
So you'd have to evade it.
Because what I wanted to do still was I mean, at least it's easy to evade. What I wanted to move down to Cairo and do the thing.
Yeah.
And I guess I might still do that. Like, it just means taking an extra damage. So what I could do is I can move down to Cairo, click 1, click 2, breaking and entering the Shadow Agents and get 2 clues. Click 3, evade the Acolyte, and then double Pathfinder to get to, like, Paris.
Is there a reason not to just evade the acolyte here, so then you don't take the damage?
No, you're right. That's better. Yeah. But other than that, it would be the same thing, right?
Yeah.
But and all of that though is just to try to get free clues from Cairo, basically. So if we don't think we need clues that badly, which I think we sort of do.
I mean, it seems like we definitely have a use for clues. Yeah. It sounds like final preparations, even if we only get partially complete, that could still help us. So
yeah, okay. I'm gonna try to do it that way. So unless you want to go first, I'll go first because maybe you could come punch the acolyte or something.
No, I can't because you're in an out of phase. You know.
Well, no, I mean like after I go, then you could punch the acolyte after I've evaded it or something.
Yeah, so you need to go first because
yeah. Okay. Lone Wolf, evade the acolyte with a 5 against 2. Do I want to commit anything? How many curses left in the deck? 1.
2.
Oh, I don't think we removed that one that we just did because we had.
We've only drawn 2, I think.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the 3rd one. Okay.
Or did I forget to? Maybe I forgot to discard 1. How many have you drawn? I drew 1, at least 1.
I've drawn at least 1. Maybe we each drew 1. Okay. I'll spend $2 to go up by 5. And I passed by. Okay, cigarette case. So this guy's evaded. I move down here, taking an AOO. I play breaking and entering, and I evade with a 10 against 5.
You're investigating, right?
Or yeah, sorry. Okay, so I investigate with a 12 against 4.
6. You've done, or it's 5.
12 against 5, so I still pass by 2.
Sorry, 12 against 6 because you completed 2 actions already, right? Oh no,
okay.
You didn't. You pathfired in, right?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You
No, I moved.
All right, so yeah,
but I still pass and I move a curse token. So I get 1 clue from the investigation. I use Trish to get another clue, and I auto evade the Shadow Agents.
Did you succeed by 2 or more?
I don't think I. No, I succeeded. I succeeded by exactly 2.
All right,
so I get
against a 6.
Yeah, because I had a 12 minus a.
You drew a curse and a what?
A curse and a -2, I thought.
Okay.
I think I got it.
I didn't look. Yeah, as long as it wasn't more than that. So.
Okay. So that was evade, move, evade. So I'm out of actions, and then I double Pathfinder up to here, and that's it.
Okay. I need to mark something down. All right. So then I'll go. So I'm just gonna discard my gloves, and then I'll play new gloves, and because I'm a little bit in the scary damage zone, then I'll move here, and I guess I'll just punch them. Yeah. So I'm at like a 9. Great. All right. So I kill these guys.
Hooray.
This guy, and that was my 3rd action, right? Because I played, moved, punched. Yeah. All right, and then I'll search my boxing gloves for something. Do we need to stand together? Probably not.
I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't know if we're gonna have an opportunity.
I'll grab a glory and then immediately play it, I think. Okay. Yeah, alright, so that was my turn. So then there's no enemies, so upkeep. And then Doom happens. And then encounter card. Oh, it's my turn to get this thingy. Right. I don't really care about most of my hands, so vicious blows are kind of bad to lose. But all right, and then I search the top 3 cards of your deck.
I put them over here.
Oh,
All right. Yeah.
Sorry.
Trying to save you some time. It's all right.
I could take the other lone wolf and get like $2 off.
I mean, that's actually not a terrible. I mean, this late in the game, it doesn't make sense, but earlier it actually would have been great.
Yeah. Can I somehow get clues if I take the perception? I feel like no.
I don't think so.
Is main old dex helpful to me somehow? I feel like I take the lone wolf, I guess.
I would prefer you don't take the perception, but I feel like the man decks you might be able to use somehow, but I guess if you leave that in my deck, I can maybe draw it and use that to do the lodge one.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Okay, I'll take the lone wolf. And you can shuffle
it is every time we get that card, it's usually just like pick the card that hurts the other person the least.
Yeah,
but that might be because our decks are like completely different.
Yeah, for different combo of investigators, it could be kind of fun to like.
It would be totally hilarious if you'd found a you handle this one and then used it on me. That would have been really funny.
That would have been. All right, and then your encounter card. Oh, this is gone.
Oh, and this one away, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no!
Doodle plots. Oh, this shit again.
Reverse Faustian bargain.
Why did I draw this twice? Why didn't you draw it once? You should have to deal with this once. Man, you only have 4 turns left. I'm gonna put it in the victory display because right. I'm having fun. I want to try to get as many tasks as possible. You know.
Yeah. All right.
And maybe it'll bite us in the ass. We'll see.
No, I think we probably will need that turn to get like 2 more tasks done. So.
Yeah, exactly. So.
All right, so it's our turn. So are we gonna try to reveal this last task, or are we just gonna assume we don't have time for it?
I kind of think we should. Like,
it could be a fight of something task. So
yeah, should I spend the 2 right now? I'll do it right now.
Sure.
Oh, I also forgot. When I investigated Cairo, I got to search my deck for a card. I'm gonna do that now because I want to.
Oh man, that would have been one of the 3 cards I looked at probably.
Yeah, probably.
Oh. All right.
Here's the intel.
Okay, so last task. Up to something. The Myriad gentleman you have been reliably informed has been spotted in Italy no fewer than half a dozen times. You don't doubt that he's in most places, if you look hard enough, but it seems an unusual amount of attention. Attach the scheme of the Myriad to Rome. Oh, good, we're kind of near that. That's the last one. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for 2 copies of the Myriad gentleman and spawn them in Rome.
Hey,
find whatever Myriad is engaged in Rome. All right. So we need 2 copies of Myriad Gentleman. Bad news for Dan though. So we're gonna eat 2 of your cards.
Ooh.
Right, swarming one. I mean, I'll probably go. I might be able to kill him this turn. Let me look. Right. Find whatever the Myriad is after in Rome. What we gotta do over here for this task? They lose Aloof and Hunter. Okay. There's no ready Myriad enemies at this location. Investigate. If you succeed, instead of result, that makes you flip. Well, this card result. I have to investigate here. Oof. Well, I'll see if I draw something to commit. I guess. Oh, these guys each have 2 health. Oof. All right. Well,
something for Ben to do.
Yeah. Let me think about it. Ooh, actually, I can pull one of them out of that location and fight it in this location. Which means I don't have to fight them both in one turn. It's pretty alright. Yeah, actually. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna fight these guys, I think. So I'm going to play Get Over Here, pull one group over to me. So that means he only has +1 fight. So he's at a 3, so I'm at a 9. Let's test it. Great. Alright, so I will... Oh shoot, I was supposed to commit Vicious Blow, I think. So I do 2 damage, and I kill this card, so I do get this card back. And then I'll attack again with Vicious Blow. And I think I fucked that up. I was supposed to kill the B cop somehow. Well, alright, so then... Yeah, shoot. I was definitely supposed to commit the Vicious Blow that first attack. That's what my plan was. Alright, that's fine. So this guy dies, which also means this Swarm card over here dies. Right? That's what happens when these guys... after your host is defeated, discard from each other one in play. Okay. Alright. And the last action... I was going to replay B Cop, if I did that right, but I did not, so I guess I'll play Lone Wolf. Oh, actually, I defeated
At this point, you're probably not going to get it back. Well, you might barely get it back, but...
Yeah, 1 second, let me... Ooh. Never mind, new plan. I'm going to move into Rome. Because I now have a counterpunch, so I can kill him during enemy phase. And hopefully no draw no enemy, I guess. Alright, I'm all done. Go up.
Cool. Lone Wolf money. I will Pathfinder. So what I'm planning to do is get the clues and head for the library, right?
Yeah.
All right. Pathfinder to London. Spend 4 on intel report for 4 clues or 2 clues from London.
Okay.
Pathfinder into the library. Currently has 3 shroud, right?
Yes.
Lola, and then Hunch. Get 2 of these.
So okay, so the shroud's a 5 now.
And I think then I'm gonna flip it.
Okay.
Because I was like, okay, I gathered up a bunch of clues, so if it's sort of like for each clue you have, you get +1 on the test or something, you know, like.
Yeah.
All right, so this is, and let's see, I think this is my second action because
Yeah.
I've just.
This location also might like despawn once we flipped it, so like we might
Yeah, but
access
the thing is
clues.
with Shroud 5, I don't know how many of those clues are like realistically. Unless I
money again.
unless I find lockpicks or draw a bunch of cards or some enemies spawn here, it's going to be tough. So,
okay.
I mean, I could investigate once and I could probably get one more clue. Is that worth it?
Hard to say, I guess.
Yeah.
Because we need at least 4 clues for this thing.
Yeah.
And is that it for? And then we have this. We can just spam clues on. But
I guess it would be good to have 8 because then we could put 1 on final preparations and help ourselves, right?
Yeah. Yeah. If you
so,
think you can do it without spending too much, then I say go for it.
Okay. Yeah. Let me get 1 more, and I think I'm going to spend $2 on Streetwise, so I'm up by 4. And I think that passes, right?
So yeah,
it's still
-2. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Cigarette case.
Right. So you get 1 more clue, and then flip it as an action. Last action.
Last action. Flip it.
In a hidden chamber buried deep in the library, you find the tome guarded under lock and key.
Lock and key.
It is a British library. All right. So wait for your moment, then swoop in and grab it. You can spend 3 clues as a group. Test agility 0. This test has +1 difficulty for each clue on the British library, so it's a difficulty 4. If you succeed, put the set aside Atlas into play under your control and complete the a treasure on Earth. For the scenario, Chronal Atlas does not take up a hand slot. Then flip this card back over if you succeed for the remainder of the game. Okay, so you could still get the clues, but you have to spend. It looks you have to spend 3 to do the test.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate because
Yeah.
that it might be tough to get 3 back, but we'll see. All right, so let's. I mean, we should do it, right? We should spend 3.
Yeah, definitely.
So the shroud is 4, or the difficulty of the test is 4, right?
Yes, and you're at
Um,
you're at a 5 base. Yeah.
I'm at 5. Make it a 7, and I guess spend my last $2 to get 9 against 4 because there's curses in the bag. And we succeed.
All right.
I draw a card off manual decks. There's lockpicks.
There's your lockpicks.
All
All right,
right,
so you get whatever that asset is. Chronal Atlas. All right, put it wherever you want. Oh, it gives you +1 book. Secrets of the Future. Ooh. When you would reveal a chaos token, exhaust and spend a secret, reveal 2 instead of. Oh, so it's like a grotesque statue.
that's kind of cool.
And you can seal the bad one away if you want.
Wow, but only for the round.
For the round.
But,
Yeah, it's still neat. I like it.
That's pretty solid. Yeah, well, and that also puts me at 8 book, so I could maybe try to get so that's all tough. But well, I could play lockpicks and do it, but
yeah, that was your last action, though, right?
Yeah, so I'm done. Quick question before we go on: which of these locations where you can like do random shit to get a clue have we not used yet? Well, so this is once per round, but it's expensive. Did we?
I don't think we did any like that. We didn't do Mexico City. Like we both thought about it really hard and then didn't.
I could cash in my cigarette case at the end of the game. Probably.
Yeah, I could probably do my gloves as well.
I think what I'm gonna maybe try to do is maybe try to get 1 clue from here, and then if one of us can do Mexico City, then we're back at enough clues to do the 2 things.
Well, yeah. I mean, this we need like 12 clues to like actually complete it.
Well, I don't think we're actually gonna complete it, but I think. Well. Okay, so do we think that just having like one on this?
We've completed this, right? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Do we think that just getting like 1 resource on this is beneficial at all?
It says place as many on the current act as you can, and then if there are 3, you complete it. So I'm sort of thinking that we might get a partial benefit because it doesn't. As when we complete it, we don't take the resources off the act. So I'm guessing in the resolution, it's like, oh, for every resource on the act, something.
We could also do 2 of those instead of helping ourselves if we wanted to.
I feel like if we don't help ourselves, that might be worse.
No, because it's time paradox.
Yeah, that would be my assumption.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Well,
okay. So by completing these other 2 that we have here, the lodge and the exposition, those could also give us some type of benefit too, right? So.
Yeah, I do feel like if we think about the order of this, I would kind of like to do the lodge first before the spell gets any worse.
Yeah, this one might also cost us clues or something when we flip it over, right? Because all that happened to this one was it spawned here. So
yeah,
there might be an extra step on that. I don't know.
Well, what I'm thinking I'm going to do next turn, let's see what the encounters are. But what I'm thinking I'm going to do next turn is probably like maybe get a clue here, Pathfinder to London, double click to go to Arkham, and then like work on the lodge maybe.
Yeah, I mean this to finish this one, also investigate has to be successful here, which might be hard for me. But let's do enemy phase first before we keep going. So I'm gonna counterpunch these guys. Great, and then I kill them. This is a good counterpunch. It's 3 damage. Well, that's too much damage. So all right, but I still kill them. So now there's no enemies here at least, and then upkeep. And then Doom happens and encounter cards. Oh no, Wizard of the Order. Oof, it's annoying. Where do I put the Wizard of the Order? Is there anywhere I can put him that helps you get clues somehow? I think no.
Nope, not at the moment.
So where?
Unless you could put him on the library, which you can, and also that's inconvenient for other reasons.
Yeah, I could put him here because unless you're gonna try to come down to Rome, I don't know. Are you gonna try to come down to Rome, or should I just like flail at this for many turns? Just
I
to
mean,
clear it off.
how? What are you? It is only a 2. Can you just like commit a couple of things and do it? Because that would definitely save
I,
some
I
time.
do not have anything I can commit right now. Again, I could draw
Oh, if
cards.
only you still had a if only you had a
Lesson
glory in
learned,
hand, or if only you had
or
the
lesson
lesson
learned.
learned. Yeah.
Um,
Um, because the
oh,
thing is,
did
like, it takes me like oh, I could do it.
I mean, I can just draw for the glories or that other card. I have a couple cards I could draw and then commit and bypass. So
Um,
that frees you up to go to the other side of the map and do stuff that's more
even well,
useful.
even if I'm gonna do it, we could just have you go first and come up here and kill the wizard. So I don't think it matters if you put the wizard there.
Okay. All right. Oh man, that again.
I mean, it's the same. It's the same deal. I think we need all our turns. Like this might totally screw us, but um, I mean, let's just see what happens, right? Like
Yeah.
we haven't.
I,
Yeah,
I
I mean, I dislike. I really. I mean, I like this campaign so far. I'm not trying to complain about this campaign. I dislike these choices where it's like, oh, it's only hard because you don't know what's going to happen, and like the second time we play this, we'll know how to make the decision.
I
You know?
mean, we'll see what it does. It's possible that it could be like depending on what investigators you're playing or whatever, right? But
Yeah.
I think it's okay for some cards to be like on the blind playthrough. They're like much more interesting. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Like, I'm not saying they shouldn't do it. It's just it always annoys me a little bit because it's like, well, I have no real information to use to make this decision. But that's whatever. That's part of the fun, I guess.
It's part of
Would
it.
you? What
I'm
what would
amused
you have
that
done
you.
if you drew that?
I probably would have put it in the picture display. So,
Okay. Yeah,
you know, it's very amusing that you drew this card 3 times, and it's
it
definitely the
is.
Faustian bargain card. So,
Yeah, it is. It is very funny. Well, and it's kind of a great thing to draw if you're going to put it in the victor display because it immediately doesn't do anything. It doesn't surge, whatever. It's also very clearly the thing that you should ward if you
well,
have wards.
it says advances plans the Myriad, making yeah, you definitely ward it. Subsequent scenarios
Yeah.
harder, so it could make both of the next 2 scenarios a little
Like
harder,
if
which might
I,
be rough.
it's very possible. Like if I had counter espionages or forewarns or something, I would totally use them on it.
But
But
I'm also assuming all the tasks we complete will help us in some way, either by giving us experience or giving us some benefit in the future.
yeah,
I mean, a couple of these tasks we like wrote stuff in the campaign log. So, all right, or we've got in items. Like I'm assuming you're gonna like have the option to put this in your deck if you want it.
which I don't even know if I want it honestly, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, all right. So that was your encounter card. So it's our turn. So yeah, yeah. The question is, do I want to like draw cards and try to get some stuff to commit and do this test myself,
So
or should I clear the path so you can run down here?
so if I don't have to deal with the investigate there, then I am like in Arkham doing this test like this turn probably, or at least next turn. If I do have to come down here, then this turn I do this test. And then see the problem is I could double Pathfinder, do the test, move back to Paris,
You know,
and then
actions and
okay, I guess
leave.
next turn I could double click and then yeah.
I mean, I guess is it worth me just spending a turn trying to do it? Oh, I guess that doesn't help. Like
Well,
I could.
you shouldn't totally flail because like the tablet and the elder thing are both pretty bad.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. At the end of the round,
Like
we don't have to kill this guy this round, but we do next round. What are the? Oh yeah, you fail. I'm not too worried about the elder thing just because there's so few turns left, and I had like a beat cop I can trash if needed. Like I could draw a card first, see what it is, and if it's something useful, I could try to test and
well,
then
but
move
even
and kill the
but
wizard
suppose you draw something with 2 symbols, that gets you to a 4 against
too,
2.
which is like fine.
It's also worth mentioning that even if you succeed at the test, you're probably going to lose an action.
That's true. Um,
I'm
but
kind of thinking I should
but
just
if
do
I
it.
succeed at the test, we don't need to kill him this turn. I can kill him next turn. Um, like I
Well,
could,
but if I'm coming through there, then I kind of want you to kill him this turn.
right. It's just like do we want to gamble on?
I
Yeah.
well, so here's okay. So would I clue Pathfinder move investigate, and I could I
So
actually sort of I kind of think it's fine if I do it.
I mean, I also could like move up, kill him, see if I get cards that I can commit, because when I kill them, I can draw glory, basically.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, why don't you go first and do that? But I kind of think that unless you draw like a bunch of stuff that helps, I kind of think I should just do the investigate.
Okay. So I'm use overpower. Alright, great. So and then I draw a card from overpower and stand together. And then I'll ping him a B cup.
Maybe you can play that on me.
Yeah, maybe.
I am very poor. I do need money.
And then I trigger the boxing gloves. So yeah, so I can grab a glory if we want me to be doing that, or I can grab a second stand together.
I think honestly the stand together is not bad.
All right.
Well, because the thing is, even with the glory, again, you'd move down there.
Because we only have 3 full rounds left, right? So I kind of feel like we need to send you across the ocean, but
well, so this turn I would do it. Next turn I would do the lodge, and then the turn after that I could do San Francisco or something, or you could.
Well, I can go over there and do San Francisco. It's the question is, do we also want to like try to have time to do Mexico City? I don't know.
Oh yeah, because we have to spend actions to help
move.
ourselves, right?
Yeah, it's action to help ourselves, and you have to do it because you have all the clues.
Oh, and I think we also have to resign, maybe.
We do have to resign, yeah.
Well, it doesn't say.
Well, we advance when we resign, so maybe there isn't a penalty. Usually, the last agenda advancing, it's bad if there's still people on the board.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like usually there's a little bit more of a help in the text. It's like, oh, but be careful. If you wait too long, something bad will happen.
I think they do that if it's something very bad. If it's still like expected, there's no note. Yeah.
Because what I'm thinking is the thing is if you're up by 2, I think how many have we completed at this point?
We completed 5, so
okay, so Skull is still -2. But there's a couple -3s, there's a -4, there's at least an Elder thing. I don't know. What do you think? Like, how many actions do you have left?
I'll have 1 action left after this, so I could just basically move back down there. So
we can't even like see if you're able to do it this turn.
Yeah.
Right. The thing is, in order to do the lodge, I need a bunch of money for Streetwise. So like you playing 1 to 2 stand togethers on me is not the worst thing in the world either.
All right, I'll grab the other stand together. I don't know if I'm going to actually play both of them.
No, you're right. Grab the glory.
Grab the glory,
or some other bad card that has 2 books on it.
Okay.
Because this way it's like
I'm not gonna be able to commit it to you though, because I'm not there.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. All right.
I'll probably fight something. So, all right. So I have 1 action left. Maybe I just draw another card. I don't know. Or I could play B Cup. I'll play with B Cup.
I feel like B Cup is probably solid.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right, Lone Wolf. I mean, Lone Wolf's been doing some good work. So what I could do is, one option is like I could grab a clue, double Pathfinder to Paris, move to Rome, and then do the investigation. Another option is I could grab a clue, Pathfinder to London, double click to London, or double click to Arkham. Or I could not get a clue. See, I kind of want to grab 1 clue because then if we just hit Mexico City once, then we get enough to do the thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I should assume instead that we're both going to do Mexico City.
Well, if we both do Mexico City, what does that do for us? That doesn't do too much for us. If we both do it, because we need 4 clues.
Well, but like if one of us does it, then me picking up 1 clue gets us another 4. If both of us do it, then I don't need to pick up this 1 clue.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like picking up 1 clue is probably a reasonable thing to do.
I think that's better because that might save us actions going to Mexico City.
But the Shroud is 6 and I'm at 8, so I would need to. The problem is I think I would need to spend Streetwise money, which I mean, I guess if I'm about to play a Faustian and you're gonna stand together, maybe.
And remember, you can use the Atlas too to draw 2 tokens.
Oh yeah, I'll totally do that, I guess. But I still think I want to be up by 3. I could commit this slip away, I think.
Yeah,
But then if
yeah.
I draw my weakness, I'm in trouble. And I think my weakness. Oh no, it's already
You
it's
drew
already
your
done.
weakness already, so but
Yeah. Okay.
you might mill your deck, but again, there's only 3 rounds left.
All
So
right. So yeah, I'm gonna investigate, commit, slip away, use the use this. So we're investigating with a 8 versus 6.
or
Drawing 2
nine, right?
tokens.
No,
Yeah, sorry, 9 versus
doesn't
6.
matter. You
Oh,
pass by
wow.
2.
Okay.
Do you have
Do
to
I have
seal
to
it?
seal it?
Yeah, you do, I guess.
That's too bad.
Uh,
Oh,
uh,
it already went away.
so it's because alright, let's
Your
take a look
cigarette
up.
case. Oh, it's a deduction. Great. That obviously would have been cool, but okay. Then I Pathfinder to London. So now it's decision time. It's do I head over here to Arkham or do I go down to Rome and do the thing?
I mean, yeah, I only have the one glory, and I won't be able to stand together if we split up.
Okay, because
So
the thing is, either way I can do the test next turn if I have enough money, which is
okay.
unlikely. I guess the problem is I won't be able to do Faustian, which is bad because I definitely need money. But well, if you stand together me, that's probably enough.
Are you gonna be able to end your turn on me, or you're not gonna
Not
move
this
action?
turn. You're gonna have to move down, I think.
Oh well, I wanted to take the boat. Uh, so
Well,
if I move down next, if I have to move down next turn, I'm stuck on this continent.
no, it's fine. So maybe we delay an extra turn so I can play Faustian then, because or maybe we just gamble on you being able to do it.
Well, why don't you? How many actions do you have left?
I have 2 actions left, plus a Pathfinder. So like I can either Pathfinder to Paris and click over to Arkham immediately, and then next turn I can like definitely do the lodge, or I can Pathfinder move, do the investigate, then I'm out of actions, and then next turn I Pathfinder double click over there, and I have 1 action left to do it, and I can't play Faustian.
Mm, I think we both want to be able to move to Arkham next turn.
Okay. Well, so in that case I should do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I Pathfinder move, and then investigate, and I probably just use the Atlas again, and then I have 1 more charge for
Uh,
the lodge, and then
well, the
that's
Atlas
it.
is exhausted.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
So
All right, so I investigate. It's a 2. I have a 8, I think,
yeah, yeah.
and that is safe because even with 1 curse, that's safe, right? There's 1 curse in the bag,
Yeah. The worst you can get is a -6. So,
and I can't lose an action if I don't succeed by 2, so that's fine.
all right,
Okay,
cool.
so
So,
I successfully investigate. We do the thing.
all right. Oh no. Oh no, it's an asset. Okay. You find the cause of the Myriad's interest, the ruins of the Colosseum. Pushing past barriers and signs marked danger, you find yourself standing in the arena center, gazing on a split in the fabric of time. It's clear from the. Ooh, it's a big word. Paraphernalia surrounding it that
Pretty close.
the myriad have been trying to harness this breach. Perhaps you can finish the work yourself. Put the set aside forestalling fate asset into play under your control. If the scenario does not take up an arcane slot, complete up to something. Move this card from the game. Okay. So this is done. Up to something. Did you
Oh,
grab?
useless.
Did you?
Completely, yeah, I did. Completely useless.
Uh, test of will. Oh no.
That would be like so good for Agnes.
Yeah. Well. All right. So that was both of our turns, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and we've completed 6 tasks now. So skulls are -3. All right. All right. Upkeep. And then I wish I had get over here last turn. All right. Doom happens. We got two turns left. Most of which the next turn is just gonna be just moving across the ocean. But all right. Encounter card for me. Like this is fine because there's only 2 turns left and I have full insanity, so just gonna test it. So -2. So I'll just take 3 horror. It's whatever. All right. Counter card for you.
Ooh.
Oh, gross.
So we have to get out a cultist. Man, if this was 1 turn later, we wouldn't care about this, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you just spawn in Arkham, I'll just go fight it.
Yeah, I think so. I think. See, what's awkward is I think. Well, yeah, let's do that, and I think it should just be a regular cultist, right?
Yeah, whatever the easiest cultist is. Yeah.
Well, actually, wait. If we get out a, do we have to put Doom on it? If we, because
Oh, you could
we
spawn
could
the
we
wizard.
could spawn the wizard and just not care about it at all.
Well, no, he'll get a Doom put on him at the end of the Mythos phase.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Okay, so
yeah,
regular cultist in Arkham, right?
yeah,
All right. Um, okay, sort of. That's not as bad as it could have been.
yeah,
You can play that glory. Um,
yeah.
so I guess the awkward thing though is unless I think I can pass the test solely with $4 for Lone Wolf plus the stuff I have in my hand.
I mean, you could go do the exposition this round, and I could next round I could
Oh
double.
yeah,
I could or
that's definitely
exposition
better.
and the item thing or whatever, and then next round
Yeah, yep. No,
I could
that's
maybe stand together you and resign or something. So
yeah. So the lodge is our last thing. But we're gonna be able to definitely do the expedition in the lodge. We're definitely not gonna
um,
do the entreating the gods.
yeah,
So we're gonna try to do this one. We're gonna try to do this one.
yeah,
We're
we're
gonna
trying
try
to
to
get
do,
these three. I think we're trying to get, and
and we're gonna get one on this guy. We hope, unless we have to spend clues.
if we have the actions, I don't know. I don't know if all the
Yeah, we'll
actions.
see. We also remember we
Uh,
also got to resign next turn. So you probably
yeah,
just like don't want to leave Arkham if
yeah,
possible.
that's
Okay.
basically what I'm thinking. So
Yeah.
well, so I can move. I can kill this guy just with a beat cop ping, which does give me one more action. So I could potentially like move to Mexico City, and then next
Uh.
turn do the thing, move backwards. And that doesn't help. No, I think you need to stand together. So
Well, see, the thing is, Faustian actually helps me more than Stand Together, but I have
mm.
to play it. So I'm wondering if.
Well, if you're here, then before me, then I can spend the clues to do
I
this action, or I could do it. I could do that on the following turn.
Yeah, I actually think that maybe, yeah, because remember the following turn, because we have to resign, it's going to be awkward unless we both start our turns in Arkham.
All right,
So I think
yeah.
we should.
Are you going to be able
Yeah.
to start your turn in Arkham next turn? Do you have
Well,
enough
what I'm planning is
Pathfinder?
Pathfinder, double click over here, and then so it's difficulty 9. I'm starting at a 5. So if I commit this card and if I spend $4, then I can be at 10 against 9. See, that's not really very good. I really need either more money or more actions to spend on the lodge.
What's the deal with this? Oh, because you spent actions to boost it.
So I kind of think that I actually should. I kind of think that I actually should move somewhere because I'm going to have an extra Pathfinder that I might as well use. So, like, suppose what I did this turn is suppose I Pathfinder, double click, Pathfinder to Mexico City, and do the get a clue, get 2 clues. And then next turn, what I could do is like Pathfinder to San Francisco, click to do the thing, Pathfinder to Arkham, Faustian do the thing, and then I can't resign.
I think maybe we don't have time to go to Mexico City. I think maybe this turn you Pathfinder, boat, Pathfinder, and then do
Well,
exposition, and then
I
next turn you
think
get Pathfinder, and you can do the
so
lodge, the spend clues, unhelp yourself, and resign.
so what we're trying to do, man. I really hope we don't have to spend clues on the lodge or on the exposition.
I think we don't. I think we're safe on exposition. I think because we had to do a bunch of other stuff to get exposition working. The lodge we might have to. I don't know.
What I think we should maybe do is, well, it's tricky because like I would say if I go first, then you could use that action to remove a resource from helping yourself, which actually would be great. But then I only have 2 clues, so if we do need it for the lodge or the exposition, then it's tough. But that could be a, yeah, man. This is just tricky. This is a real
Uh,
puzzle.
Wait a second. Where does the okay? No, that's not. I was trying to figure out if like you could spawn the Myriad Gentleman instead of the Acolyte if that helped us somehow, but I don't think it does.
So here's the things we want to do this turn and next turn. Kill the acolyte, do this test, flip this, do this. So that's like 4 things. And then additionally, we both have to move over there, and then we think we probably want to try to get these 2 clues because if we're gonna do both this and what is it again? If we're gonna do this and final preparations, then we need 2 more clues.
I feel like I don't think we can do that.
You don't have. It's funny having safeguard for this last couple turns actually might be. It's not worth playing it.
I mean, I have one extra. Like, if I go first, I double move, I ping the beat cop, and then I could play safeguard if that somehow helps us. I don't know how it does.
Okay, so what if I go first and end my turn in Arkham? What if it means I'm kind of wasting a Pathfinder, but we could do that. What I'm thinking is, can we set it up so that you play a stand together this turn at least? Because if you ping the guy, you're gonna have an extra turn, right?
Yeah, I have one because I'm gonna kill them with a ping. It's just, do we? Is that worth you not having the Pathfinder to? I guess you can Pathfinder and
Oh man, I think if you had safeguard, you could ride along across the ocean actually.
no, because it's only to connected locations, and those locations are actually
Okay.
connected. Yeah.
Okay, whatever. We wouldn't do that anyway. So
yeah, I
here's what I'm thinking I might do is
I feel like you need to Pathfinder boat, Pathfinder, do the exposition, because on the following turn you can Pathfinder back, do the lodge, do the Arkham, and resign.
Okay, that might be good. Remember, keep that in mind. Remember that. But what I was thinking is, what if you go first and kill the acolyte and do something like maybe you I don't know. But then what I do maybe is Faustian, Pathfinder, double click to move, and then Pathfinder to Mexico City. And then next turn I do Mexico City, Pathfinder San Francisco, do San Francisco. I know you're right, yeah, because we need to resign.
I mean, if the one benefit is if you're here, I can do the action on Arkham if you go first as my last action this turn.
But the other thing that I'm trying to do is it's basically if I want to hit all 3 of these locations, then I want to use a Pathfinder this turn to move to either San Francisco or Mexico City.
Yeah.
Because I'll have a spare Pathfinder.
I don't think we can hit Mexico City and San Francisco, so I think we have to give up on one of these 4 tasks.
Well, but hang on. So what if your turn is move over here, ping the guy, move to Mexico City, and then next turn you get 2 clues, move to Arkham. No, when you resign, you drop your clues, so that doesn't help. Well, actually no, because you could.
If you're standing in Arkham, I can spend clues usefully. But
this we don't have to be on the same location to spend clues to do.
That's true.
So if you end your turn in Mexico City, and if we don't try enemies, or if you're willing to take AOs, the next turn you could do the thing to get 2 clues, move up here. We both we quickly do this, and then you resign. And then I'm in San Francisco. I do the exposition, move to Arkham, do the lodge, and then resign.
But what about the action on Arkham? When are we doing that? Are you saying you go first so you're there and I can... I don't know, it doesn't help.
But if I do that, then I can't do Faustian, which just means we have a lower... Well, but then if I do the lodge later, I have an extra $2 because I would have had an extra trigger of Lone Wolf and an extra upkeep.
What if you play Faustian?
Oh, and also I would end my turn in San Francisco, so I would get an extra resource from that too.
Oh, yeah.
Which actually I think doesn't matter, but no, it actually does. I think so because what I'm thinking is this turn I'm in at the end of this turn. Remember where we are, right? Yeah. At the end of this turn, I'm in San Francisco. You're here, and my turn is do the exposition, Pathfinder to Arkham, do the lodge. So that means this turn we would help ourselves. This turn I would instead of playing Faustian Bargain, this turn I would help ourselves.
Okay.
And the other thing that's good about this is we could have... So whoever goes first But so here's the other problem: is we're gambling that we don't need clues when we flip the exposition or the lodge, because you would have to go first because you would be getting clues and then we're spending them. But we've already had to spend so many clues. How many more clues can they really want us to have?
I mean, this is a pretty hard test, so it's possible this is just a really hard test to pass.
And this one also, I feel like we can guess that we don't need
this
them.
this one I think we just have to do the action and flip it because we had to do so much hard work to get it going. Right?
Let's gamble on that, because this way we at least get to see the back of like most of the tasks.
Yeah. But sorry, what was it? What's your final plan for me now?
So here's my plan. This turn, I Pathfinder double click over to. Well, okay, you go first. You double click to Arkham. You ping the Acolyte. You move to Mexico City.
Okay.
Then I go. I Pathfinder to Paris. Double click to Arkham. And I spend 4 clues in an action to help ourselves, and then I Pathfinder to San Francisco.
Okay.
Next turn, you go first. You sacrifice an item to get 2 clues in Mexico City, so we have a total of 4 clues between us.
Yeah.
You move to Arkham. We do the free action to do final preparations, and then you resign.
Okay.
And I start in San Francisco. I do the exposition, Pathfinder to Arkham, do the lodge, and then resign.
All right.
If there's obviously a lot that could go wrong, but
I mean, that sounds fine. All right, so I move here, I kill the Acolyte, and then I move to Mexico City.
All right, get some tacos. All right, so this isn't sealed anymore, right? Because this is the next turn.
Oh yeah, it should be in the.
Yeah. Okay, so I Pathfinder, double click over to here. And then I spend 4 clues to remove the remaining thing from helping ourselves. And then I Pathfinder to San Francisco.
Okay, and then.
Oh, and I got London money.
This has been completed, right? Or is it?
The thing that's awkward about this is the skull is going to be worse when I do the lodge, I think. But whatever.
Doesn't actually say to complete helping yourself. It just says the task is to remove all resources from helping yourself.
Can we try to flip it and just see if there's anything on the back?
Yeah, there's nothing on the back of that one. Look at this quick. Some treasures have tasks, cards have objectives on them. When you meet the objective printed on task, or when another card tells you to complete it, remove it from the game, making sure. Okay. So yeah, it is completed. So I'll put it in the pile of completed tasks. So, okay. All right. And then you did your turn, right? So okay. All right.
I guess
then.
Sorry, just one thing really quick. I wonder if it's actually better for me to end my turn on Arkham. It means I get $1 less, but it means that I could do the lodge first before the exposition. Because I could Pathfinder to exposition, do that, Pathfinder back, do the lodge, and resign.
What does the?
I mean, so right now, so I'm going to go up to 6 on upkeep and then 7 from Lone Wolf. So actually, I don't need the extra money from ending my turn in San Francisco, but having the skull be a 3 instead of a 4 might be relevant because it's a difficulty 9. I'm starting at 5 and I'm going to spend 6. So I'm going to get to 11 and then I'm going to commit something. So actually, I'm going to be at like 12 against 9. So I think, I think it is better for me to end my turn in Arkham, and I believe.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
So if you were gonna end your turn in Arkham, it means you. Does that mean I could have spent the action? No, it's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're good. All right. So upkeep, and then Doom happens. 4 out of 5 Doom. And counter card for me. Don't think I care about that because I'll just have to resign after you, I think. So, right? You're in counter card.
Can you take 2 AOs?
Yeah, I have a beak up and I have dodge.
Okay. All right. That's fine. I'll put. What's the funniest thing for? I'll put it on I'll put it on magnifying glass because I'm not investigating.
Yeah, I mean,
and I'll
immediately trash it, right?
Yeah, immediately trash it. Cool.
One second. Can I take that many AOs? Let's think real quick. So I'll be taking 4 AOs. Right?
Oh yeah.
Because I have to discard an item and then move.
I think you barely
Yeah.
can.
Right. I have a dodge, so that means I'm going to take 3
Oh,
damage
yeah.
and 3 horror, so I'm fine. Yeah, because I
Yeah,
can. Yeah.
Even I think even with 4 you could. No, yeah, you couldn't take 4 horror.
No.
No, you could take 4 horror. Yeah,
Right?
yeah, fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. All right.
But no, but we
But
still.
you need to go first though, because I'll drop the enemies here. If I...
No, you need to go first. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to have 4 clues at the right time. Right?
Oh shoot.
Well, it's okay. It just means that I'm going to take.
You're gonna can you take 6
Okay.
AOs?
No, that's why I should have ended my turn in San Francisco. Oh, God, can we roll that back? Is that out of bounds?
No, I don't think we can roll that back.
Okay. Oh man, because that's clearly. I mean, because if I was on San Francisco, then I would only take 1 AOO from the lodge. But the issue here is that I couldn't Pathfinder, right? Which fucks everything up.
Oh yeah.
So that okay. Well, in retrospect, I definitely should have ended my turn on San Francisco. But you sure we don't want to? Okay.
No, we didn't think of it.
Well, okay.
We spent like 10 minutes strategizing.
Fine. So in that case, we don't do final preparations at all, I think.
Yeah, because I think you have to go first. And...
Okay. Well, or you could just punch the guy and then move and resign if you want. Either one.
Does it help me? Well, can I kill him? Do I have a way to kill him? I can just throw a dynamite and that'll kill them.
I mean, yeah, or I can go first because I don't know. Maybe we like get clues from doing these somehow. I really doubt it. It would be cool if like these turn into clues somehow. That would be. I really doubt it, but. All right, yeah. Let me go first. So I Pathfinder here. I activate the exposition.
Myriad ties the Bureau too. As it turns out, you find yourself playing cat and mouse for a while, digging up evidence of Myriad's plans while avoiding their attempts to ensnare you in red tape. In the end, you receive a lukewarm missive stating that the FBI are looking into the matter and that you should stay out of it. Disappointing. Still, you made a few contacts and should be able to call in a few favors when needed. So you got the agency strike team. Was she supposed to do this first? No, whatever. Wasn't that the whole reason you stayed in Arkham in the first place?
You're right, whatever. Yeah, shut up. Well, and this, if there were clues sitting anywhere, then this would be great, but I don't have actions to play it anyway.
Okay.
Is this the finest hour playmat art?
What'd you get? Oh yeah.
Agency strike team. All right, Pathfinder back here. Let's try to do the lodge thing. So I have 5 agility. I'm gonna spend $6 with Lone Wolf to get up to 11 agility versus a 9. I'm then gonna commit breaking and entering, and you handle this one to get to 13 agility. And I passed just barely.
And the skull's a -4, so.
Yep, just barely. All right, so we flip it.
All right.
Add 1 tomb to the current agenda.
Oh my god.
Well, it's a good thing we did it on the last turn.
Yeah. The job was simple enough. Break into an eccentric millionaire's private collection, liberate a couple of pieces, drop them off at the local bakery. The package comes through 2 weeks later, a silver pendant and a message. We'll be there. All right, so we advanced the schemes of the Silver Twilight Lodge.
I forgot that I could have used the Chronal Atlas as well.
Oh yeah. Oops. All right, so you got
and then I resign.
Yeah, what was the fancy card you just got? Anything cool?
It's whatever.
I mean that'd be good for me.
That would be amazing for you.
Yeah. It seems really good for me. Maybe I can grab it.
Maybe you'll get it. Yeah, maybe you'll get it.
I mean, I have this next slot that gets trashed every single game, so all right. Sorry, I didn't finish doing this. Advance the schemes of the Silver Twilight Lodge. Type. Okay, all right, and then this is completed.
This was completed too, right?
This is completed. This is the other card. Okay.
No, this is the lodge, right?
Oh yeah, what did I grab? Oh no, we did the. That's not supposed to be there. This is the task. This is
Yeah.
the task. Okay, so we got nine tasks completed. Seems decent out of 11.
For a first run, yeah, I think especially yeah. I mean, we couldn't. It would have been really hard to finish final preparations, but we were very close to being able to at least put one on it.
Yeah, and we just didn't even try. We didn't. We never even went to Sydney.
We had no chance to do
It's. I
this.
mean, it's also a lot. It's a lot of actions to go to Sydney and do this. So but maybe this is like a very good
Yeah.
reward. I don't know. It is some type of god we're trying to hang out
Maybe
with.
you get
right?
to ride the giant elk.
That'd be cool. All right.
That'd be great.
So I guess I'm just moving and resigning, right?
Yeah,
All right,
unless you
you're
want to
right.
beat up the guy first, whatever.
You're right. I should throw a dynamite. Oh wait, no, wait. Does that proc AOs?
It sure does, unless you get the upgraded version.
I didn't.
Just
No, I don't. I don't throw the dynamite. That would have been funny. But all right. Now I'll move. I dodge one of the attacks and then I resign. Sadly, short of doing any final preparations. But
it really would have been. Did we actually add the doom from the? We should do that, right?
Oh yeah. But it doesn't.
It would have been so funny if we had been like, okay, the one thing we'll do last turn is talk to the lodge, and that would have just completely fucked us.
Yeah, but yeah, it didn't make it advance, right? Double check it, I guess.
It definitely did not say that.
Yeah, it just adds it. Okay, cool, great. All right, so we both resigned. So we advance the act. That's the act. I said. All right, it's time. Resolution 1. All right.
Are these the same locations as an Eldritch Horror? I think it's a subset of them, right? Because like.
Yeah, it's a subset of them. Like these are all definitely like big city locations. I'm not sure if it's all. It might be all of them, maybe.
No, because there's one in like Chile or something. There's like Buenos Aires.
Yeah, there's no South America here.
Yeah,
and like some of the like there's a heart of Africa. I guess there's no Africa here at all. El Cairo.
Yeah, yeah.
But
there's also like Tokyo, right?
Oh yeah. But yeah, no, still, I mean, this was enough locations, so
this was plenty.
it gave the vibe. So all right,
Yeah.
Resolution 1. It's been a long year. It feels like you've been fighting forever, never stopping, never able to relax. One more night, you tell yourself as you're ready to head out. After tonight, whatever happens, your fight will be over. In your campaign log, record the ritual is nigh. There's a lot of stuff to record in the campaign log. The ritual is nigh. All right. I'm gonna move this over here to feel like it'll make my life better, easier. All right. For each investigator that did not resign, record in your campaign log that investigator returned to Arkham late. All right, so we don't have to do that. If helping yourself is not completed, then there's some story text to read. If Keeper of Knowledge is not completed and Ancient Sphinx is in play, but we did complete that one. If Strange Portal is not completed, we completed that. What's the only one we didn't complete? Entreating the Gods and Final Preparations. Okay. All right. For each copy of a multitude of plots in the victory display, record one of the following statements of your choice in your campaign log as you fail to stop the Myriad from enacting one of their plans. Well, we we have all three of these. The Myriad raised a powerful warding. The Myriad recruited a cruel sorcerer. The Myriad weaved a dread curse.
Oh, God damn it. I hate it when the Myriad weaves the dread curse. I mean, to be fair, I also hate it when they recruit a cruel sorcerer, but, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is interesting because, like, maybe, like, one or two of these things is, like, easier to deal with than the other ones. So, like, in the future, maybe it's okay to put, like, one or two in the...
It makes me feel a little bit better that we also have to choose without knowing anything about them again. So it's sort of like, even suppose we had only done two of them in the victory display, we still might have, like, picked the worst two.
That's
you know?
true.
So it's so, like, the fact that we put three up there is like, well, it's only... We probably could have had it just as bad a situation anyway.
Yeah. All right. For each of the following completed tasks, any one investigator may choose and add the corresponding player card to their deck. Each of these cards does not count towards the player's deck size. So I think this is just all the stuff we found, right? So the monastic training, Coronal Atlas, Ionic Pendant, Agency Strike Team, Wings of Makarion. Oh, that's one we didn't do. And Forestalling Fate. What's Forestalling Fate? Did we get that?
Yeah, I think I got that one.
All right. Okay, well, why don't you pull those out? Because I feel
Yeah, I'm
like
working on
at
it.
least two of those I'd put in my deck.
Is there 5 total, or am I looking for another one?
Yeah, we didn't get the last one. The last one's this agility card over here we didn't get from talking to the
Right.
um, entity. Was this any good? It seems it's weird. I don't know if it's good. um, well, for you, you give me +1 agility, and you can make it so maybe I could pass the investigate test on my turn. Huh. All right.
And, yeah.
Anyway, so I mean, I feel Agency Strike Team is like it costs a lot of money, but it's like a I don't know, but it's like a dynamite. So
I
this is
mean,
like a level 2 dynamite that also can get clues.
so I'm guessing that nobody wants Forestall Fate, right?
Yeah, no, we
So no one's gonna take that.
can't do anything with
You
that.
probably want the pendant, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I would take these 3 cards. I think. Is this a
I
spirit
would
by chance? Oh, this is practiced.
so I would honestly maybe take the strike team if you didn't want it, but it's probably better for you if you can afford it, because it is expensive.
I feel like I usually have like just barely enough money.
I mean, you could straight up just replace a dynamite with it, pretty much. Like,
Exactly. Yeah, I could
yeah,
take out
okay.
dynamite.
Yeah, why don't you take that one? And then monastic training, so it is practiced. If it's in your discard pile, when you reveal a skull after it resolves, you can that's pretty solid. I think I would probably take that one if you don't want it. Do you want it?
Um, yeah, I mean, I would take it basically to have something else to commit to like a bad test I'm bad at. So anything that's not a fight test.
But you
So
have the pennant. You got the pennant now.
oh, that's true.
Oh, although that's only during a revelation effect. I didn't realize that.
Is it? Oh, it's a little less good, but I mean,
Yeah,
that would
it's
be
also
that's
horror. It's also horror soak, or it's 2 symbols if you commit it.
I mean, I was going to take the pendant. I just don't know.
Yeah. Well, and let me see if I'm taking the Atlas. I kind of feel like I'm not taking the Atlas because I
Really?
think that I mean it's okay, but
Yeah, because would you rather have magnifying glasses or something?
uh, I don't want to pay 3 for it.
Mm.
Like it's because the thing is it is kind of like a grim whatever, but it's like
I mean, it is a grotesque statue, right? And that you can ward against auto fail.
I mean I
Uh,
guess yeah. The thing is I already have one lockpicks and I want to get a second one,
uh,
and I'm already like kind of broke a lot. Like I really need money. I don't know. Well, okay, I might take it.
I mean, you could take it and just commit it if worst case scenario. It takes up a deck slot, but you go through your deck so fast anyway. I don't know if it matters that much.
I think okay. I think I might take that, and I might take my unless you really want it. I'll probably take the training too because I really do need another practice makes perfect target.
Yeah, no, you can take it. I mean, then we both get
Okay.
2. So
All
makes
right.
sense.
I'll do that.
All right.
And we better
Well,
write that in the campaign log because we can't add it to the Arkham DB,
yeah.
obviously.
And I'll save them in the. I grab these and write it down real quick. Or actually, is there other? I forgot I moved the campaign log. Some more story text to read. Oh boy, there's a lot of stuff going on. All right, so remove all of the symbols from the bag.
Okay.
Um,
Oh man, look at this! Look at this guy up here.
oh man,
Oh, did you skip ahead or something?
what happened? Oh, I think I got.
Oh, here,
There
okay,
we
you
go.
do it.
All right. Okay, so take all the symbols out of the bag, and all right. So, let's make copies of this stuff. All right, and let me remove the cursed up. All right. All right, so take everything out about. Then add a cultist and a tablet back in. Then, if the Myriad solved the riddle of the Sphinx, they did not because we solved it. If the investigators violated causality, we didn't do that because
Hell yeah,
we helped ourselves.
we
All
sure
right.
did.
If the Myriad weaved a dread cursed, each investigator
we
must
sure
add
did.
1 copy to Curse of a Thousand Winters to their deck.
Ugh.
Oh man, hey, that's a weakness. That's this guy. Again, I'll have to write this down. So what does this do? Oh no, it's a will test treachery. Uh,
Ugh.
so and it gets resources on it. It makes you lose an action for every point you fail by, basically. Oof, this is real bad for us.
That's terrible.
Yeah. All right. And then we earn victory X based on the victory display. So there was a bunch of locations that had victory. I think I have them locked. Let's check that out.
Oh god,
quick.
that's so fucking annoying.
It's real bad.
Test will 4. Oh god.
It's basically lose 4 actions.
Especially because I'm gonna draw that shit twice.
Yeah. Well, does it go away once it's out of? Oh yeah, it does. Real bad. All right. Did I get all locations that had victory? I think I did. No, we never went to Sydney. Oh, Sydney didn't have victory on it though. Had a bunch of clues. It had like respawning clues. Interesting.
Yeah,
and a teleport.
Oh well, yeah. If you empty it, you get a teleport and cards and money. I mean, if we had
cool.
gone there, it would have been sort of good, but it.
Also, there's a Zeppelin in this art.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. This does not. I don't think Sydney looks like this in the 20s, but I haven't been there, so who knows?
Well, there's time disruptions or something. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Zeppelin disruptions.
It says there. Yeah. All right. All right. So what's our final victory over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I counted correctly. 10 victory. That's pretty good.
Did you get at least one of the locations was victory 2, right?
Himalayas? Yeah, this one, yeah. But these guys aren't. These aren't with victory. These are the promises of power or whatever. Multi plots.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's not bad.
10 experience. Yeah. Well, I write all this stuff down in the campaign log. What'd you think of the scenario?
I thought it was good. It's very similar to Search for Kadath. I thought it was better in some ways.
Just there was like a lot of different things to do.
It also captured the Eldritch horror flavor to pretty well, I think. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of this stuff where it's like I don't feel like I really had a good sense of like when we flipped one of these, we didn't know. Like one of them surprised us. It was like we felt like we already did a bunch of shit, and then it was like, oh, you also have to do something else ridiculous. But it's fine. Fewer will tests, please. You know, that's my only note.
I mean, that's the one of the rogue weaknesses is bad at will tests. So
yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, if you were playing like Zoe, I would have had like 2 copies of You Handle This One in my deck or something, and then I would be a little bit less bad at it. But that's how it goes.
Man, I don't know what we're gonna do with these curses of 1,000 winners.
We're gonna be a lot worse for the rest of the campaign. Like, we're gonna lose like 10% of our 15% of our actions for the rest of the game. Is what's gonna happen.
Man, let's see. We took out this stuff, and now we have.
I mean, you should maybe get some Take the Initiatives in your deck if you don't have them already. Those are good.
I forget what those do. Take.
It's three question marks, and it loses 1 for each action that's been taken.
Oh yeah, just to counter out the
or Steadfast maybe.
Yeah, Steadfast might be better. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I like the scenario a lot. That was pretty cool.
It was good.
There was a lot going on, but like it wasn't too hard to keep track of. Just because we kind of like focused on one area of the board at a time.
I'm curious how it would have gone in like a 4-player game. Because like the number of clues you needed would have just been crazy for this stuff. It definitely, I guess, yeah. One last thing I would say is, I do sort of wish that the tasks were a little bit more separable. As like clearly one person can handle them. Like there were a lot that were like you need to both fight something and do an investigate, or like you need to spend clues and do a test.
I thought that was okay. Like some of them were definitely straight fight or straight clues, and there was a couple that were mixed, and those mixed ones made them a little bit harder.
Yeah, that's true.
That was okay. I mean, we're playing very focused, but there's lots of people that play like as like all hybrids or whatever. So like that's not the end of the world. It's a little tougher.
I think they would have had a really hard time getting 9 tasks in this scenario. Is what I think. Is what I think about that.
Yeah, perhaps. I don't know.
But maybe I don't know.
And I don't know how it scales because like in solo, this map's real big.
Yeah, solo this would be nightmare. Also, double Pathfinder extremely good in this scenario.
yeah, like that helped a lot.
That
Like
was
if you if
that was nuts.
like we were debating what to upgrade, and you put one Pipe Pathfinder in your deck before this, right? And
Yeah,
that probably helped us get
I
one, if not two or three more tasks. I think.
yeah, I something like that. It was yeah,
I
Pathfinder
mean,
is ridiculous.
there's a reason it was taboo to three, I guess, right? um, it's the experience. Yeah, very cool. There was a surprise like dinosaur adjacent prehistoric creature, not a full dinosaur, but that was a nice
I like
surprise.
I liked the Roman Legion that you had to like punch with your boxing gloves. That was cool.
That was very funny.
I definitely the Smilodon was fine. It definitely should have just been like a fucking Stegosaurus or something because it could have served the same purpose and been cooler. But whatever.
Well, I mean,
Um,
this is supposed to be like it's like a big like the theme of this monster is good. Like it pounces on you and does extra damage when it hunts or whatever. So like,
okay, so make it a Pounceosaurus. Like I mean, whatever. Look up go look up in the dinosaur books. Find a dinosaur that pounces and make it that instead.
we already fought Velociraptors or whatever. It could be a
Oh,
Deinonychus
but
or
have we fought a Pounceosaurus yet? Yes or no?
I guess not, Dan. I guess we haven't.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, but pretty cool scenario. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, very fun.
I'm looking forward to Reverse Tenet, second half of Tenet movie, which looks like the next scenario. Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you're still here with us, this was a long one, but definitely cool. As always, you can check out the podcast. We did interview Olivia Joliet, as well as two other fan made campaign creators, Axolotl, I would never pronounce it right, and who did Dark Matter and
Walker.
Walker of Tales, who did Plaguebearer, who Dane and I played through the whole Plaguebearer campaign, which you can also find on YouTube. So yeah, you can check that out. Find the podcast at mur.fm and follow our socials at social@mur.fm. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next time for a world torn down again.